NaruTalk, the Naruto podcast, is made possible through contributions from listeners like you. To help support the podcast and to earn exclusive rewards, head to www.patreon.com/NaruTalkPod. That's www.patreon.com/NaruTalkPod. Believe it!
Hey everyone, this is Naruto Uzumaki, and you're listening to NaruTalk. Believe it!
Oh my god, the lights are out in this elevator that we're stuck in. Remember that, guys, from last week?
Remember when we were stuck in an elevator?
That time that Raj and I are, oh shit, and we're stuck in one again.
Oh no.
Oh,
wait, it's the same elevator.
Right, yeah, and the lights are off still.
God, wait, is that your hand?
Oh, Raj, are you? Oh my god. We gotta outside the elevator. We gotta.
Allie and Emma.
This is getting Allie and Emma. You know something, Raj? I'm stuck in this elevator.
I am too.
And I'm the host of. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to NaruTalk, the greatest podcast ever to be.
This
all
is
about
now
Naruto.
into our. This became a podcast into our final thoughts and
right.
prayers.
Well, exactly, because we're stuck in this elevator trying to go record the next episode of NaruTalk.
We've been stuck in purgatory here for a minute.
I know. I want to talk about the Konoha Crush arc, which we're just starting now.
But here we are in a dark elevator.
And
with some shifty hand movements.
Yeah, and I'm your host, Liam English. Did I say that already?
No.
And I'm joined today by my co-host Raj, because we can't get to Katie and Morgan.
Yeah, he can't not be joined by me, because if he did, he ate me.
That's right.
So if we're still in this elevator and I'm not here...
You know, I hate to say this, I did not eat dinner before we recorded this episode we were on our way to. And I'm, you know that thing where you look at something in a cartoon and then it turns into a turkey leg?
Yes.
I'm like... it's dark in here, but as I'm holding your hand, it's starting to feel like...
Why are you rubbing my hand now? Why are you...
It's like I rub my turkey legs before I eat them.
Was that drool from your mouth?
Oh wait, okay. I gotta get my head out of this crazy space of almost eating you.
You know what brings me solace in these dark times? These literal dark times in this unlit elevator?
Yeah, this is dark.
Is remembering some of our fondest memories with our former co-hosts, Allie and Emma.
Yeah. Really quick question before I get into my hardcore memory. Should I still say that like usually every week we talk with, it's the two of us who know a lot about Naruto, and we have our two friends Morgan and Katie who have never seen Naruto before, and we watch a couple episodes every week, and then like talk about it and just joke about them, although stuck in an elevator, as we've very well established, but just this is a bit of a special. Okay,
let's mention that this is because we've had a lot of time to reflect and think about our past,
right, of course,
and with the new fans joining every day from the first episode, we want to give you a taste of our wonderful old times.
Yeah, that's right. So Raj, I think let's just close our eyes. Oh, well, we're in the dark, so it doesn't actually matter that much.
We're always in the dark. My eyes are always closed now.
Right. So let's just stare at this probably empty wall. Hopefully there's no spiders or serial killers.
You ever stare at a dark wall and you start seeing things?
Yeah,
that's what's happening.
And, oh wow, I'm staring and I'm starting to see old memories from the first 7 episodes. Back at
I see it too.
Hello everybody, welcome to the very first episode of NaruTalk, the greatest podcast ever to only be about Naruto. By the way, that's official now. All this, anything that's repeated from last week is like official.
Fuck yeah.
Except,
believe it.
Yeah. Exactly, yeah, our sign-off.
Our
sign-off and our intro. We got on lockdown.
Believe it!
Ooh, nice!
Wow. Thank you. I've been working on that.
I'm your host, Liam English, and with me as always is my co-host, Allie Caruso.
Hello.
And Raj.
Hey, I'm Raj, and today's episode is sponsored by water. It's water.
Which is the only thing that you drink.
Yeah, tell the audience a bit about that, Raj.
Well, I used to work at Kohl's, and November...
Wait, what is that?
November 1st.
Kohl's is very important.
This is important. November 1st, I had a shift. It was a 4 to 9. I get into the bathroom and
wow, you really know.
I was peeing and my piss was like dark brown, like rust. And I was like dark brown. And then I was like, oh god, like I have to change. Like, you know when water hits different at like 4 a.m. when we get up?
Oh, yeah.
I used to have like a bottle of soda next to my bed
Oh.
all the time. And I had to fix my life. So November 2nd, 2017, I was like, water only.
Oh. I have to climb down from my bunk at 3 a.m. and I'm like, water.
And there's no fucking water fountains anywhere on our floors.
And all the campus water has lead in it for our listeners who don't know.
Yeah,
cool.
So you need to have your Brita filter with you at all times.
Or just drink lead water like I do at 3 in the morning sometimes.
Yeah, we have asbestos in the ceilings and lead in the water, but...
And black mold.
Oh yeah, and black mold. So.
And let me tell you, even the Brita filters have given up. I pour water into my Brita filter and it just sits there and never filters for like days.
Terrifying.
The Brita filter has given up.
I mean, truly the mold wasn't really like an issue, but then it became black mold, and Emma was just so angry.
Oh right.
I started throwing
the mold
things.
she can handle, but
not black mold.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, I get it. It's racist.
Wintertime came around, there was ice, and then black ice came around. And we didn't see Emma for a while. She's like, "There's black ice. I have to stay inside." And she clutches her purse every time she walked outside.
We might also call Allie Joshua, which I feel like we should just bring up right now because it's gonna happen.
Well, Liam, I think you have to explain why we call Allie Joshua.
Right. Well, ultimately, we don't want to waste too much time on this podcast, and it's just faster to say Joshua. I mean, you wouldn't say, "I'm sorry, what was that, Allie?" But you would say, Joshua? That's just a fact.
That's true.
It's just quicker to say.
So, force of habit, she might be Joshua.
Yeah.
Joshua, son of Randall, and Allie,
daughter of
Jill.
Yeah. I am also joined by my co-host, I guess, Raj Caruso.
My brother.
Hello.
Here's what I decided was that since I don't know your last name and I don't know how to pronounce your last name,
I can do it.
I would just rent another last
just
name
rent it out
from someone else.
It's fine. I've come to accept that my last name isn't real.
And I think Randall would definitely take you in.
Oh, Randall would have to take me in. He's just we're like meant to be together.
Wait, you could use my last name. Smith is super fucking common. Like if there were two Carusos in one room, I'd be like, oh, they're probably related. Two Smiths in one room, I'm like, there's no fucking way they're related. There are just so many goddamn Smiths.
I guess that's true. But
right?
Yeah, that's true.
Next week.
Yeah.
Next week you can be Raj Smith.
Okay, yeah, I'll switch it up every week.
That'd be funny if you were like that's a funny combination. Raj just like so like not.
Go ahead. Yeah. So not white, Joshua.
Whoa.
Okay.
Emma is all aboard the cancel train. Oh wait, I should introduce Emma. I'm also joined, of course, by Emma Smith.
Needs no introduction.
Needs no introduction.
Racist extraordinaire.
Emma Smith, who will be with us for the first 7 episodes, of which this is the 3rd.
Yay! The 3rd episode. Woo! It's my intro.
Yes. Well, this week Emma's joining us with a concussion.
Oh yeah. Can I tell the story? I want to tell the story.
Are you going to tell the true story or are you going to tell an edited version to make yourself sound better?
So basically, it was right after we recorded the last podcast, and we do it in my room. And so basically, I was trying to get around Liam to tell him this really invigorating story, and I kind of had to do like some physical acting out. Like I had to massage his shoulders to because basically I was trying to like show him what happened in the course of the story. So I stood up to get around Liam on my bed, and my head hit the ceiling, which sounded apparently like a basketball being dribbled.
So long story short, you got excited and jumped on your bed like a little monkey.
That's the rumor that we're telling.
And so now no more monkeys jumping in the bed.
No more. Although
Mom called the doctor, and the doctor said Emma has a concussion.
Yeah, although Emma did once again jump on the bed.
And hit her head for a second time.
Concussion 2.
Which we learned is the only thing that can actually make a concussion worse.
Yeah. So, and that was fine to me, though, finding out that is the only thing. Because, first off, I already hit my head.
Right.
The worst part of it's over. But that means that, watching TV, watching Naruto, isn't going to make my concussion worse. So I've been watching a fuck ton of Naruto.
Yes. So, Naruto, yes. It ran on Cartoon Network. Yes. Which is actually, let's talk, if anybody's, not just Naruto, but any sort of long-form cartoon, have either Allie or...
What do you mean long-formed cartoon?
Arthur the Aardvark.
Yeah.
I mean, have you seen Avatar The Last Airbender?
Oh, no.
Really?
Avatar is the blue people to me.
Yes,
Bring back the blue people.
That's awful. That is
because in my school, all of the kids who watched Avatar with the blue arrow got made fun of.
Me
so
too.
I wasn't going to watch that.
I was like, no, better not.
Fucking
But then the blue people who watched the blue people one was like, oh, you saw Avatar?
Yeah, it was a big thing.
I saw it in IMAX.
That's like the opposite. Like I know no one until I came to this place that people have seen the blue Avatar movie. I knew it was big, but I knew no one who saw it.
Have you guys been to Avatar World at Disneyland?
No, it hasn't come out yet.
No, it has.
It has?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know.
Can we go?
Yeah,
You know when we're not going to go?
Yes, this Naruto podcast.
But we're only going to that section of the park, no other.
Well, I mean, we'll take a 5-day vacation, but we'll just go to Avatar Land every day.
All 5 days, yeah.
That's fine.
Okay, so NaruTalk. Basically, what we're going to do here is every episode we're going to watch typically 2 to 3 episodes of
We've watched them already.
Naruto. Yeah. And we're just going to do sort of a summary, sort of talk about it, explore, get right into it.
Jump right in.
Allie and I haven't actually seen, well, before this, we hadn't seen any Naruto.
We just make fun of it.
Yeah, because all of our friends love it, so we have to make fun of it.
Sometimes.
Not only have you guys not seen Naruto, to be clear, Emma didn't know what anime was even a little bit.
Yeah.
Not even.
I thought I did.
Yeah. So we were playing a Dragon Ball video game.
And I was really good at it.
Yeah, you were really good at it.
Yeah,
we should
never
say
playing
that.
video games before.
Yeah.
Yeah, she deserves credit.
But there's a bald character, Krillin. Right?
Piccolo.
Either way.
Wait, who are we talking about?
Well, the one
It
that
was somebody.
Allie was calling Caillou.
Oh, that's
No,
Krillin.
I was calling him.
That's
Oh,
Krillin.
you were
That's
calling it
Krillin.
Caillou. Right.
I don't know
So-
who you beat ass with, because Emma did beat ass with Piccolo.
Yes,
yeah.
thank you.
So there's a bald character, Krillin. Obviously, listeners probably know, but Allie kept calling him Caillou.
Because he's bald, so...
Right. But so we were all joking about that, and then later on in the night, Emma goes, "Guys, we should really start watching anime together. Like, I want to get these references. Who's Caillou?"
And it lasted for a while.
Yeah,
too.
right.
Because I really thought the Caillou would be spelled Kaiu, I didn't think it was the little Canadian bald
So
guy.
you just looked at the first letter of Krillin, and you were like, "No, that's it."
That has to be it.
Yeah, so there was a moment in the room and everybody was like, "All right, we're doing this." And for the rest of the night, everybody was like, yeah, Caillou, the best anime on PBS.
And then
I
we
didn't
eventually
get it.
brought up the theme song, and it took her halfway.
Well, yeah, but midway through the theme song, she figured it out. She was like, "Wait a sec, this isn't what I thought anime
It
was."
took a bit. Rasengan and like Chidori, and I'm just like, whoa, there were all these
That's why I made fun of it.
amazing colors.
Wow.
Rashinga, what does that mean?
Yeah,
Spoiler
Actually, that might be
alert.
Japanese or something.
Uh,
I don't know.
Oh yeah, Emma is famously a racist.
Leave me alone.
But yeah, so you see it in
Wait, it's important to know I'm not actually racist. Actually, that's what racist
It's a
people
little
say.
folksy racism.
It's important to know I do have a black friend. I'm not racist.
I would have.
not right.
I would have voted for Obama a third time. Yeah.
Shonen is like for young boys. Obviously, you watched Naruto. It's pretty clearly
That's
for young boys.
Okay, because
And
it's like, oh, I'm supposed to
that's
relate
for
to the
young
main
boys?
character, you
Right.
know? The kid with the stripes on his face. That's me.
Where's
Whiskered
Naruto's
kid, yeah, that
jewel
was-
What's up with the
pods?
whiskers?
It's because of the fox thing.
Oh!
Yeah.
But
Okay.
Foxes have whiskers?
I don't know.
I think it's just Fox. Isn't it
Also,
called
there's a
Fox
sequel
Fox?
series called Boruto, which is a dumb name. We don't have to get into it.
Dumb
Naruto?
name.
It's just
Like I'm bored of Naruto.
Oh god.
Naruto.
I hope not.
If you watched all 720 episodes to get to the sequel series, you're
Yeah.
probably
Frick.
pretty bored.
720?
Wait, the whole time that I've known you, you say Hokage. I always thought it was Hulkage, like the Hulk.
Hogan.
Yeah. I thought they were the same thing. I don't know what
Hulk Hogan and
Wow.
Hokage.
I don't know.
Ask questions.
Okay, I don't know what Hulk Hogan is, and I thought they were the same thing until I saw it written out because I watched everything with subtitles.
Right.
Mine's a
And I
WWE
thought that
wrestler.
I was like, oh, that's what they're saying.
No, Hokage
weird.
is the leader of a village.
Yeah.
What is
Hogan.
Hulk Hogan?
He's a
He's a wrestler
wrestler.
from like the 70s. And
Wow,
Yeah.
look at you picking up on wrestling before you're picking up on
He's
anime.
canceled
I
though. We
just
can't
heard the
talk
name.
about it.
Yeah.
Oh, he is?
He said the N-word.
He said the N-word pretty
In
proudly.
a sex tape.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh my god,
It's
that's
gonna make me
crazy.
choke on
There's
water.
a sex tape of him, and no, it's after he has sex in the sex tape. He sits on the edge of the bed with all his fat hanging out, and he's like, "Yeah, my daughter's dating an N-word." And then he goes, and this is my favorite part. He goes, "I shouldn't have eaten sushi today. I feel pretty bloated." In the sex tape.
It's real.
Why?
That's so funny.
Oh, it was.
I kind of want to see that.
It's
Not
a
the sex part, just the
I don't want
actor.
to see any of it.
It was him having sex with his friend's wife.
Oh, that's
But
It
it's
weird.
gets worse.
Yeah, his friend, whose name is his friend, who's an adult man,
Yeah.
whose name is Bubba the Love Sponge.
Is he a wrestler?
I don't know.
Like, maybe that's his wrestler name. Actually, that's a bad
It's-
wrestler name.
If my parents named me Bubba the Love Sponge, I'd straight up cry every
Is
day.
that your last name?
What's the first name? What's the last name? Raj.
It's Raj Bubba the Love Sponge. Yeah.
Man,
How
they
do
have
they appoint
democracy.
Hokages? Is it a
I think it's
dictatorship?
just the strongest one around.
Do they have to
That
like
Like
guy-
beat?
Hulk Hogan.
They gotta beat everyone in the
Hulk Hogan
village's
would be a
ass.
great Hokage.
Hell yeah,
Change his name, he
brother.
just be-
And I don't think there's any black people in the village.
There's
so
not.
He'd be fine with it.
Yeah. You wanna
His
get
daughter
your
would be
chance.
safe.
Naruto does not transform into Iruka. He transforms into a sexy lady with his sexy jutsu, which causes Iruka to fly back with a nosebleed.
Yeah. It was Veruca salt.
No, not Veruca.
Veruca.
In a room full with 12-year-olds, the last thing you want is an erection, honestly.
That's rough.
That's why the sensei was so scared. He was like, fuck, I'm canceled.
Wait, so what was the gray-haired guy doing there?
Oh, yeah.
He's, I don't know, like a teacher's assistant or
Yeah.
something.
It's like
He's a
TA.
TA. I'd be evil if I was a TA, too.
He's like, hey, I have a way for you to become a better ninja.
That was weird.
Chris Hansen runs through the door.
Yeah, you know that's a little sus.
It was weird, yeah. I was
No,
like,
it's
don't
all-
get in the car, don't get in the car.
I'll make you a ninja if you do that sexy jutsu one more time. And Naruto doesn't get what's going on. He's like, yeah, Mizuki told me that if I came out here and practiced, I'd be a ninja and it'd be all
He
good.
told me if I did that sexy jutsu, it'd be fine. I just have to stand there for 30 minutes with my eyes closed.
My eyes closed.
Iruka's like, yeah, nice job, Naruto. Close your eyes for a second. Naruto closes his eyes.
Chris Hansen comes through the door again.
Yeah, Naruto, close your eyes and do the sexy jutsu.
Did you ever see Man of Steel, the Superman
Yeah, I
movie?
have.
No.
You know how when they were fighting, like, they could have just killed each other off, but they would, like, talk and walk forward. And I get, like, you don't kick a man while he's down, right? But you could have finished the job, like, 30 minutes
Finish
ago in
him.
this movie, but he just walks forward and tells him his entire evil plan. Like, dude, he's gonna take the
Mizuki
information about
definitely
this.
didn't think any of this through.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's a
but
bad
I mean,
fight.
yeah, but still though, like it was a flashback to Man of Steel. Like that was a bad movie.
Comparing Man of Steel to Naruto.
Because he's like, here's everything,
Well,
and now you know it all.
it is-
Now you're gonna rise up against me. Now there's a fair chance.
That sounds like a character in
That's-
Naruto.
It
That
is
sounds like-
interesting that it was decreed 12 years ago that nobody talk about it.
Yeah.
So,
Censorship's real.
well, no, it's so that the kids won't hate Naruto like all the grown-ups do.
Well,
because they won't know
But
about
he has
the
whiskers.
fox.
Of course they're gonna make fun of him. Like,
Oh, that's a good point.
It's not because of the fox. He's just ugly.
Yeah, well, they
Wow.
can bully him on for. I mean, he's kind of a bitch too.
Yeah, no, they also no, that's fair game. He's just an
right,
asshole.
yeah.
Allie and I both messed up on the room
Yeah.
assignment day.
So
and-
we're homeless for
I'm
next year,
appropriating
which
your
is great.
homelessness.
Yeah,
That's
well,
what's really
well,
happening.
we're living in. Some of our friends have a triple that has its own bathroom, and so we're gonna live in the bathroom and make a little fort.
Yeah.
Allie gets the shower side, I get the toilet side.
Sink is neutral.
Sink is neutral territory, yeah. Well, I mean, it's cut in half. Don't cross the line, obviously.
One of you only gets hot water, the other use cold.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I call hot. Actually, I have the shower. You can have hot water.
Yeah, thanks. Have fun washing your hands with cold water. The point is, Raj, I don't think that you can live in our bathroom fort. Oh, it's crowded.
Oh, I get it, because I'm a person of color.
Well,
Okay. I thought
Well,
Emma was the
other
only
than
racist
that-
one
Yeah,
here.
I mean-
Oh my gosh.
you're
You know
not
what's
doing
all of
yourselves
us?
any
It's
favors.
spreading. The racism's like a plague, okay? It's spreading. Everybody's catching it.
There was a black
Stop
plague.
hanging out with me.
Fuck.
Fuck. That's really funny. You would just assume I have stalkers.
You do have
Oh yeah,
stalkers.
explain that. Yeah.
So, basically...
Oh my gosh. Hi, Sean. I hope you're listening. They're about to bully you.
Basically, Emma hit us up in our NaruTalk group chat one day and said, hey, a friend from home who I don't really talk to as much anymore.
Well, no, because I just haven't talked to him since we went to school. You know, like, he's a cool kid. He's really... Hi, Sean. You're a cool guy.
But, like, he sent us a photo of his screen showing us that, like, he found our NaruTalk Instagram page.
Which you should follow.
You should follow.
Naruto at NaruTalk Pod
At
on
NaruTalk
Instagram,
Pod.
Twitter, Facebook,
Gmail.
our website.
And he sends Emma's message, hey, Emma, are you a weeb now? Are you a part of this NaruTalk
Which-
podcast?
yes.
With the eye emoji. And, like, I'm, like, I don't know, Liam gave
With
me this
the little eyes,
image of,
look.
like, a little, like, neck-bearded guy sitting
Yeah.
at his table going, ooh, finally, she's a weeb. And he, like,
Yeah.
unsheaths his katana.
No!
I can show her my ninja skills and impress her.
But show with my fucking
Sean's
headband
doing really
on.
well in life. He's not a Reddit cave guy, you know?
He's doing well.
Oh, the weebs can do well. I
No.
believe in you guys. Liam,
Why'd
Raj,
you look at me when you said that?
All of our
because
listeners.
you and Liam are the weebs, okay?
Sean's copywriting
Right, I
NaruTalk
forgot
as we
about that.
speak.
He's out there. I'm gonna start a competing podcast.
If I get enough clout, Emma has to come on.
No.
She just has to.
Sean, don't do me dirty like that.
This poor kid we're bullying.
He's a nice guy. You all like him.
He'd be great on the podcast.
Yeah,
We'll
but
replace you with him.
oh, I'd like to also mention, in the first episode of our podcast, somebody mentioned that there are no bald characters in Naruto, and that photographer had a serious bald spot.
That's true.
I,
How could I forget photographer?
Ultimate Hokage
Episode 2.
photographer.
You know what? He's a lot bigger in Shippuden.
All I'm saying is I was expecting hair, okay?
I want to see hair on all of you.
All of you. I did not prepare myself for Caillou this week. I was not expecting Caillou.
It's triggering! Caillou and I have an emotional relationship.
What's with the bloody noses? They're just too hot for them?
Do you know?
It's just some weird anime trope because in actuality, sometimes it does actually happen in real life. Like
really?
your nose
it's
just
like a blood pressure thing.
It's happened to me a bunch. Yeah.
Seriously?
Do you remember that
one
awesome
night?
moment?
Oh, that's true.
Like,
what? One time Raj had a busy night out.
I did have a busy night.
Oh boy.
And I came home and I stared myself in the mirror and my nose was bleeding fucking insanely. It was fucking wild. But then it's just one of those things where like they exaggerate when characters feel a certain way. So if Naruto just turned into a sexy woman for Hokage and he just stared at her and went, "Oh no, I gotta run away."
Oh, that is tricky.
So it's just like they blew him back. Also, I don't know. It's just a way for them to just not animate things because they can just keep photocopying.
Well, what else would they animate? Their boner.
They do a lot of pan shots.
Under the Hokage desk, and he's like, "Oh," he takes the crystal ball and he kind of covers it up.
Yo, deaf kids must be crazy good ninjas. Like with all the hand signs they do, like they must be going off on shit.
Okay, so that wasn't racist, but that wasn't great.
Like, well, no, there's ASL, there's American Sign Language, and then there's NSL, Ninja Sign Language.
When I saw anything of anime, like basically growing up and everything, you know, it wasn't like I was immune to anime. I didn't see it every now and then, you know? And so I would only ever see images of...
Sometimes I would Google Avatar with the blue people and the fucking show would come up. Even though obviously I'm looking for Avatar
with the blue people. Search. But whenever I would see anything about anime, it always was like the sexy jutsu girl and like the girl that they transformed into. I never pictured Naruto.
That's the retro shit.
Like that,
It's kind of clever though because that is kind of what anime is known for, like the sexy pinup girls and stuff. That's a lot.
Like hentai is why I know about anime. Not like I watch. Oh gosh. Not
because
like
Emma does watch hentai. Just so we're clear.
Today I learned that there are tentacles in hentai.
Yeah, today she learned. Okay.
We can have a special Patreon episode where we just make Emma like commentate over hentai.
No,
Naruto
Sean would
hentai.
be way too into that.
That's one for you, Sean. Donate.
Sean, I'm sorry.
I think the Village Hidden Leaves is in the not Fire Nation. That's Avatar, not with the blue people.
Not with the blue people? Well, then, never mind.
You're not talking blue people? I don't want to talk.
When I watch Naruto, I do. You know how Night Shift turns everything on your phone orange?
Yeah.
You do it in inverse so that everything's just blue light.
Yeah. Ooh. Everything's Avatar with the blue people.
They only ever call him Honorable Grandson.
Which he hates.
I wouldn't call him by his name. It's fucking hard to say. Konohamaru?
Okay,
Who the fuck?
and it's easier to say Honorable Grandson of the
Yeah,
Honorable.
it is. It is easier to say, hey, Honorable Grandson, because it's like, he's the Honorable Grandson.
Like
you don't go, hey, Konohamaru. It sounds, that's too many syllables in one fucking word, okay?
But it's really similar to, are you counting the syllables?
Yeah.
Konohamaru. Honorable.
Wait, do they say the or is it honorable?
Depending on who you are.
Honorable grandson. Okay, 6 versus 5. You gotta use real names.
Listen, the 6th one kind of flies right off the tongue.
It's like Allie versus Joshua.
Basically,
technically Joshua is more syllables, but it's easier to say Joshua.
Easier to say.
Because it's also not Joshua, it's Joshua.
I guess that's true.
Joshua, which is really only one syllable. Joshua.
I think,
if anything, it's negative syllables. It takes less time to say Joshua than it does to not say anything.
I hope you get famous as Joshua.
That would be so funny. But
it's about Emma and 3 guy friends, truly.
Yeah, the bio on Instagram is Liam, Raj, Joshua, and Emma.
Yeah, what happens when I leave? Then it's just the men.
I might change
no
it
one's gonna.
Yeah, I might change it to Allie.
But then it's Ollie and it's an Indian man. And it's
Wow. All right. Yeah, Allie is spelled
We got more color on the show here. That's when we discussed the sands.
Yeah.
It's Ollie, Raj, and Liam.
So just the whitest name ever, and then 2 distinctly not white names.
Dude, it's just like Aladdin. It's Aladdin. We got the carpet, and we got some white guy. We're gonna take you on a ride.
Start spelling your first name differently, like not ALI, but like ALLY
change your
or something.
whole life just for the promotion on our Instagram.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
Or can you go by your full name?
What is Allie's
Joshua.
full name? I genuinely don't know.
Oh, no, I know. Can I say it?
No, Liam can't know. He doesn't know, and I don't think he ever should.
Do you really not know
it? Is it Alexis?
No, it's like Voldemort. It's like if you can't say
it.
Oh yeah, that is it. It's Voldemort.
Oh god.
You really shouldn't say Voldemort, man. It gives him power.
You should not say Voldemort.
Listeners, cover your ears.
Stop saying it.
Fuck,
Stop saying it.
You're right.
Stop saying it.
Anyways. One of us was saying earlier, the kids have just learned from their parents to hate him, you know? Like how racism works, Emma.
It's crazy that he said how racism works, because when he said, somebody said earlier, it was me, as the one person to call in this room. Liam just performed a racism.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Liam's now the racist.
No, it's because I couldn't...
Tables have turned.
No.
How the turned have tables.
Oh.
No, because I couldn't tell who said it, Raj or Emma, because I don't see color or gender or voice pitch.
Okay.
You're blind and deaf.
I can't see.
This whole podcast is just guesswork.
Good juxtaposition, though, I will say that. Vocab word for our listeners.
Oh, look at the
Juxtaposition. Yeah, it's time to learn, you guys. That's why you have to kick me out. I'm going to get too boring. Juxtaposition. Dictionary.com it, alright? I'm not going to spoil it. Have fun.
I'm gonna spoil that one.
And let's remember, Emma's only on the first 7 episodes. So
if you don't like me, don't
fast
worry.
Well, according to Hulu, it's not Shadow Clone Jutsu. The subtitles told me it's Battle Call Jutsu.
Battle Call?
This
is why we're supposed to be watching on Netflix.
You watch Netflix? I watch
Oh
Hulu.
no, Raj's tragic story.
Yeah, so I've had this friend, and 2 years I've been using his Netflix, and this morning he's like, hey, I gotta change the password. We don't talk anymore, and you just use it. I'm just like, hey man, I don't give a fuck.
That is cold-blooded.
It is, because I was like, man, you haven't talked to me for like a year and a half, but you were still okay using, like, letting me use your Netflix, but what changed? And he's like,
Oh, you asked him that? You asked him what changed?
Yeah.
Why did you become cold-hearted?
Yeah.
Old friend?
Old
Ex-bestie?
And you know what, really? If I could have done the Shadow Clone Jutsu over text, I would have. And just...
So what did he say? What changed?
I don't know. People move on, you know. Some people...
It's Netflix, man.
Netflix doesn't move on.
No, but Netflix is a touchy subject for some people.
Naruto doesn't move on.
Naruto doesn't move on.
Naruto never moves on.
I use Hulu, though, so...
Alright, well. Netflix?
Miley Flanagan didn't move on. Oh, yeah, I'm on Netflix.
All I'm saying is that the first episode notes I took was on Netflix, and I didn't have any translation errors, and Hulu gave me Battle Call Jutsu.
Yeah.
And I want with the dub, right? It's all the same.
The dub or the sub? What are you
I'm watching the dub, but I use subtitles because I'm blind as fuck.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, yeah.
Although,
I'm also deaf.
Yeah, okay.
I'm Helen
yeah,
Keller.
You're blind.
I use a braille screen.
You're blind, so you use subtitles.
Naruto wakes up and eats a healthy breakfast of instant ramen and milk.
That is just the worst.
It's like college.
That
does sound like college.
No, even
Okay, it's not.
as low as college has gone, I've never decided, you know what,
It
milk
sounds like
and
what
ramen.
college is said to be, but I haven't had ramen, like instant ramen in college.
If D-Hall had vegan ramen and seed milk.
That's true.
Oh gosh,
Which
so many
we did
things to
2 days
explain.
ago.
Okay, first off, D-Hall, for all you people who aren't in college, is a
hall.
dining hall. Come on, guys, get with it.
What else
and
would
then
it mean?
seed milk.
Oh yeah. Okay, well, so have you ever been vegan?
No.
Okay, well, 3 of us have been vegan for at least some amount of time.
I feel like that dropped like our listeners in half.
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
hate on the vegan.
Come on,
I'm not
Sean.
vegan. I'm not vegan anymore, Sean.
He's a quitter.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, look, it was 2 years. I gave it a fair shake. It
Yeah.
wasn't for me. But I am super addicted to sugar. And when I was vegan, I couldn't eat ice cream, obviously. But I still needed...
And there's no other sugar at the dining hall.
Right,
So
and you constantly need protein and sources of fiber and everything.
Yeah, we don't.
Or you'll die.
What is it? We're not here for judgment. We're just here for protein.
That's the vegan motto. And so one day I threw a bunch of sunflower seeds and chia seeds and some coconut, which is not a seed. It's technically a dry drupe. But that's fine. Look, we're learning a little bit.
Yeah, guys, learn. Google, what is a coconut? Is it a fruit?
it's a dry droop.
Is it a droop?
I draw the line at seed milk because that's fine, right? But then when you start to get into like hemp and stuff, that's when I've tried hemp.
Okay.
It is the worst thing.
You did it wrong.
You had it as a hemp powder. You gotta have it as a hemp seed,
Yeah,
so
you
it's just like
dipped-
this texture you sneak into it.
You dipped your ice cream in hemp powder.
Yes,
No, listen,
gross.
no. We poured it into the ice cream. We mixed it around.
Which is weird. It's
and we
not
tried
meant to
it.
be there.
No, because the thing is, you guys throw hemp on everything. So like,
it's-
why
it's-
stop it?
yeah,
Like
it's
you're.
good.
It's a secret protein, but you can sneak it in. You know,
Secret
you like
protein.
you did 50-50 ice cream and hemp.
It's supposed to be a secret protein. I want 100%.
Well, so anyway, seed milk has really
Take
taken
all those
off.
ingredients, put some almond milk in
right.
it, mix it up.
Oh,
Baby,
and
you've got a stew going.
it's very important also
It
with
came
your
to the pudding.
with your almond milk, your chia seeds, your sunflower seeds, and your coconut. You also have to add your sweetener of choice. And
Yeah.
we either add, like Allie and I have gotten into blueberries. It was Allie's idea. Gotta give credit.
Right.
And
I
then-
add an absurd amount of brown sugar.
And I used to be really into honey, but sometimes other fruits.
It's up to you,
were.
though, listeners.
Yeah, it's, you know what? It's your choice.
Yeah, because I know it sounds gross, but give it
It
a
turns
try.
into pudding. It's pretty good.
And you can throw in a bonus seed of choice, be it hemp, be it flax, be it
Is it flex or flax?
Flax.
flax, like
Flax?
flaxseed.
Oh, Okay, well.
You get Liam's bulging muscle in your seed, just like he just constantly flexes biceps.
It's the most protein in any seed is the flex seed.
The ultimate seed to rule them all.
Look, the point is, don't judge Naruto too hard. We'd all do it if that's all we had. Plus, he didn't have parents, man.
Yeah, you're right.
He just eats what he likes.
Oh yeah, he eats milk, not seed milk, but milk.
Yeah.
Right.
He should upgrade. Come on.
Having no parents makes you eat like shit.
That's yeah.
I have to comment on the costumes real quick, which Allie, I'm sure you'll love. Allie loves costumes.
Well, Allie's major is costume design.
I just love it.
Yeah, I didn't know how much.
Don't tell them too much about
I
me.
didn't know how much to say
Okay,
about it.
you've name dropped your roommate,
your dad,
your friend who listens to this.
Both my parents.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you might have said where we go to school.
I have no.
No, we didn't.
Haven't, but it was close.
It's a secret. You can't figure it out. Actually, see if you can crack the
See,
code.
yeah. See where there are Comic Cons that Miley Flanagan is going to on May 4th and 5th, and then triangulate the
Don't
schools
say
in
Or
that.
our
area.
Instagram. It's really easy.
Listen
Or
to
our
our voices.
Instagrams.
Try to find out what we may look like through our voices.
Yeah. Or again, our Instagrams.
I'll give you a hint. I'm 6'6".
Oh,
All right.
no, you're not.
I'll give you in. My penis isn't 2 inches. Don't. It isn't.
It's not. It's always out, so you can always check it.
Gosh.
It is
Okay.
bigger. Shut up.
But so, oh my gosh, you guys. So in reference to the costumes, real quick, I think all of the second episode, because we were introduced to other characters and we weren't just focusing on Naruto.
Right.
Suddenly, there were the sunglasses
Yeah.
people,
Yeah.
and there was like the honorable grandson with his weird headpiece
That was
had like a
weird,
dragon
yeah.
face on it. And from then on, I was thinking about the costumes every single second. And like, oh, what are we trying to accomplish? Because then when he's in pajamas in the very first scene, that is the most normal outfit.
Yeah,
of all
I was
time.
like, what is he? Where did he get those?
Yeah.
What if Naruto
That's
dressed
pretty
in
neat.
like blue instead of orange? Like, how would that be? Like, that'd be fucking weird.
Well,
Change the whole show.
No, I mean it's the color design. Like you don't eat a pink bag of chips because it's not appetizing. Like pink is not a color. That
Oh, like when
appetizes
Burger
you.
King did green ketchup.
Not as a man.
Well, the whole
Yeah.
the whole thing is that like
Pink
each color is supposed to like be able to symbol like
Yeah.
something in the way back. So
That's
it's
why
not
all
super
the
brain.
food things are red and yellow, because that makes you like want to buy
Red
things.
is, like,
and
exciting.
Yeah, and so
Yeah.
the bright colors are more exciting. Naruto's
Yeah.
kind of an aggressive,
That's why
excited
the
kid.
nosebleed thing happens.
That's why it's red. It's so they're excited.
Yeah, so he's not gonna be blue. He's always at the edge of his seat.
Yeah.
Except when he sleeps, his pajamas are blue because he's
Oh, we're learning.
sleeping. Yo, this went from a Naruto like summary joking around podcast to like the in-depth psychology of the character design of Naruto.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. That's how I think about it. So
Yeah.
it's just gonna be the way it is.
Canonically speaking, with Milk being in almost every fucking show ever, Naruto exists in a million universes. He can meet the blue Avatar people.
Yeah.
Technically, since there's milk in this episode, and there's milk on Earth, which is where the people in Blue Avatar come
No,
from.
is it?
Or maybe they come from Naruto Earth. Maybe Blue Avatar's a sequel to Naruto.
That'd be crazy.
It's like Jumanji going to Zathura. It's just so weird.
Just wait, when we go to Avatar World, we'll find like the little Leaf Village symbol hidden all over the park, and we'll be like, fuck, it's canon.
Well, they had that tree with the leaves.
Maybe. Oh, trees have leaves. Naruto is the village hidden in the leaves.
There are trees in Naruto.
There's air in Naruto.
And they breathe in Avatar. Oh my god, we're finding connections everywhere.
We should write a letter.
Please
to the
get
people
us
who
to
wrote
Avatar World.
Yeah, please
Yeah,
donate to
we
the
only need like
Patreon.
a couple $1,000.
Yeah.
Wait, this is a message to Sean. Sean, if you want to come with us to Avatar World, you'd be the coolest guest to have.
According to Emma, you're doing really well in life, and
Yeah.
you're not a next.
Just give us some money. I mean,
Just give us your money.
Yeah, Sean, if
so
you're
well.
so great.
You have time to stalk Emma. You got time to give
Oh
us
my
money.
gosh, he's not stalking me. He's my friend.
That's a weird way to say stalker, but alright.
Sean, I love you.
I bet that's what he says too. I'm not stalking her, I'm her friend.
Sean is crying in his seat right now. Listen,
my
he's
gosh.
like, besides the bullying parts, it's a pretty good podcast.
He's like, oh my god, they've been sidetracked for like 10 minutes. What does he do after breakfast? I would say 75% of the Naruto community hates Sakura and 25% defends her. So,
Really?
you are that 25%.
You're the minority
Oh,
now.
wait.
And all of a sudden, Emma wasn't racist anymore.
Racism with
She
Sakura.
knew what it was like
Who
all of a
knew
sudden.
Naruto would solve racism all along?
I mean, you learn every social commentary.
You laugh, you
Okay, but
learn.
honestly though, I have to say, I mean, you all assume I like Sakura. I don't. Okay,
No?
no.
Yeah, I don't
We're
even.
still racist.
Shikamaru, who wears his headband on his
Yeah.
tricep.
He's cool.
guy.
Yeah.
On just the
he's
tricep?
mad
Nothing
chill.
about
I bet he
him.
smokes cigarettes. He's
He
so cool.
definitely smokes cigarettes.
Oh my god.
Okay, like low-key
so
spoiler alert, but he deadass starts smoking and shipping
Yes,
in.
so cool.
Okay,
That's fucking
fucking love Shikamaru.
Guys,
so
I'm gonna parent us for a hot second. Guys, it's not cool to smoke
Emma?
cigarettes,
No.
okay?
No. If honestly,
Okay,
if you're gonna
I
smoke
wouldn't do it,
nicotine,
but it looks cool.
yeah,
It
no.
look
If
cool.
you're going to do like if you're gonna smoke nicotine,
yeah,
don't
put
jewel.
the jewel down. Pick up a cigarette.
Pick up a
That's
cigarette.
the message ultimately of our podcast.
Oh my
Put down the jewel,
gosh.
pick up a cigarette.
Be cool.
Look,
Don't be.
If you have to do it.
I mean, okay.
Which you shouldn't, but if you have to.
Don't smoke, but.
Like if you had to,
If you can't resist,
be cool about it.
get a pack. Don't.
Stay strapped.
Get a pack, not a pod.
Yeah, Shikamaru's got that headband on his tricep, and that's like, you roll up your sleeve to keep a pack of cigarettes. He probably keeps it behind his headband.
Yeah.
Always
cool.
hiding from the teachers because he's a cool guy. He's like, oh, you want a cigarette? I got you. Here you
They're
go.
like, Shikamaru, why are you itching your headband? He's like, he's got his head down by his
That's
headband.
me trying to hit my dad in the subway, just like, oh yeah, nothing.
Upset that Sasuke's getting all the puss, Naruto.
That's what you wrote?
Look, man.
That's so funny.
Naruto gets all the fuck up in his face.
Yeah.
He squats on the desk and he's like, bitch.
Which was so badass.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
cool.
and all the girls were like, Naruto, what are you doing fighting with Sasuke? And the kid sitting in front of Naruto leans back and bumps him forward, so Naruto goes full face first.
Yeah.
I thought Naruto did that on purpose.
No. He was just glaring at Sasuke, and then the kid bumped him, and bam, kiss. Like,
Did the kid
make
do that
out
on
kiss.
purpose?
No.
He looks like a weird. What's the sensei who does the ramen shop?
The kid in front of them?
Yeah,
He looks like bitch Iruka.
Yeah, he looks like bitch Iruka, basically.
He does. He looks like a little kid version of Iruka. But Naruto gets knocked back into a full face kiss with Sasuke.
And they hold that for
Yeah.
me.
Their first interaction is, well, I mean, look, once you're kissing,
You don't stop.
you're
really.
gonna have to say no homo anyways. You might as well enjoy
You
it.
might
I mean,
as well.
and there are
enjoy
all
it.
these feelings coming up that they've never experienced
never
before.
I told you guys there was a little bit of love in this.
Yeah.
So
Sasuke
early.
and Naruto, I ship it.
Have you seen Sasuke's like hair? Because it's really blue in some parts.
Yeah.
Like it bothered me.
His outfit's blue.
His outfit is blue because
Like
he's
dark
always
blue.
sleeping.
Yeah, let's
Oh.
analyze
What
it
does that
together.
mean?
Means we should go to Avatar World.
Oh yeah, dark blue.
It always comes back to
Dark blue,
Avatar
just
World.
like the Navi in Avatar.
Oh, you know the word.
I looked up a
Oh.
couple of words.
Some of the
Wow.
fans.
I want to focus on Shikamaru because he's like, even though as cool as he is, he's kind of like the nice guy. He's like, I don't get it. Why does everyone like Sasuke?
Yeah.
I don't think he's being like creepy about it. He's just like, man, I don't get this Sasuke hype. Once y'all
don't get
bitches are
this.
older, you'll see. Me with these cigs, that's what you really
When
want.
lung cancer gets high in 20 years,
Oh my
alright?
god. Also, wait, Sasuke's a hot topic in like what, high school, right?
Yeah.
That means his glory days are in high school.
Yeah,
Man. He's
yeah.
peaked.
He's definitely gonna peak.
He's
He
so
has peaked.
peaking.
By the
which
time
means
he's a
he can't do anything
chunin,
but
he's
fall.
out of there.
He's out of there.
Aw.
We won't even know him when he's
But
a
he's
jonin.
cool, so
He's cool
Doesn't
now.
really
Yeah.
matter,
He's getting all
yeah.
that. He's getting all that puss.
He
so
is.
it's like-
I mean,
Huh.
they just beat up
Oh
a
my
guy
gosh.
just
so-
for him.
So we cut to Sakura, who's sitting alone on a bench, just being self-conscious, just hating on her 5 head.
It's not even big.
I know. I was looking at it and I was like, what?
You've got the same size forehead as ever. And if it's such an issue, dude, wear the headband over your
Wear
forehead.
the headband over your forehead.
But, it's,
So
it's
easy.
keeping her hair out of her
Oh
eyes.
no,
so-
and it's very adorable. But come on,
I mean,
there are ways.
Obviously, she doesn't need to smoke cigarettes, so she doesn't put them anywhere special.
Yeah, well, she could put them in her hair, I guess.
She
Yeah.
can roll them on her huge forehead.
So she's dreaming that Sasuke is gonna come over and be like, "Oh, what a charming forehead
That was
you
so
have."
weird. You kept saying that. I was like, no.
Okay, well, she's really self-conscious about it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, what are you self-conscious about?
No,
come on, be
no,
honest. Let's get
no,
real.
no.
Let's get real.
But why would he
Let's
keep
Naru
saying
talk
that?
about it, Allie. Let's Naru talk
Let's
about
Naru
it.
talk about her feeling. Therapy session.
No. But why would she keep wanting people to talk about it? Like,
She wants
No,
me to
it's just one thing. Okay,
compliment
so like I'm really self-conscious about my double jointed arms, right? 'Cause
Thank
they
you,
look like
Raj.
fucking like crab arms or
You
something.
were
It's
just
weird.
showing us how cool
Yeah.
they are.
it. Well, that's the thing. Just like Sakura is like, "Come kiss my forehead." Raj is like, "Come compliment my
Yeah, look at
arm."
my fucking like Spider-Man
see?
broken arms. Like, please don't run away. Like, oh.
Oh. He's not book smart, man, but he's street smart.
He's smart.
He
Those
grew
those
up-
jutsus are just gang signs all
he
along.
grew up in some weird ass house.
Yeah.
We don't know what it is.
Where do
you know what?
live, Naruto?
It's just like sleeping in jeans. If I went to your room in like at 9 a.m. and you were eating milk and drinking, no, if you were drinking milk and eating ramen, I'd be like, bro, you okay?
Yeah.
I'd be like, you want to talk?
But
if you're sleeping in jeans. So.
Well, if I'm sleeping in jeans, we both need to have a serious talk about
Yeah.
what's going wrong.
Yeah, but if you have to sleep in jeans, chances are whatever's going on in your life, it's made you street smart.
Yeah. Because then you're always ready for the move. Because the bullets fly when it.
Yeah.
What do we mean bullets in Naruto? Like so, like.
Because you can't run from bullets in your pajamas. So.
You can't run from bullets, but you can frog hop in the trees away from them.
Yeah.
In
Wow.
jeans.
If you're eating enough seed milk, chances are you gotta take.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Just
So
gotta
seed milk
go.
has a lot of fiber, so just a warning to our listeners.
If you do enjoy seed milk and you have to shit a lot, it is portable. You can take the podcast with you.
Oh my gosh!
yeah.
If you enjoy seed milk, please post #
right.
If you ate seed milk this morning and you're listening to NaruTalk Pod while you're taking a shit from all the fiber,
Please tweet
post
it out.
about
yeah,
it.
please tweet
Yeah,
it.
we want to know.
Yeah.
Because we
Hashtag,
will answer and say
and
we relate.
Shit pudding class.
Shit
pudding
pudding.
podcast.
Ooh.
Shit pudding
That's
podcast.
for a spin-off series.
Hashtag,
yes.
yeah. Oh god. Damn it. This used to be a high-class podcast.
And now we're all shitting.
You should have a fucking PBS podcast, because last
Yeah.
episode, every other sentence you would mumble to yourself, yeah, I wish it was Arthur.
What is Arthur?
The aardvark.
No, I've
If that's
never
another
seen it.
anime.
It's
so
okay.
Arthur basically.
You're lying to me.
No, Arthur is the name of the Jonin in charge of Squad 7.
Stop. You're lying.
It's just another anime. It's
Are-
a good one. It's kind of on the same level
You're
as
lying.
Caillou.
You're all
No,
lying.
no. So, have you ever heard of the Boondocks?
No.
Of
so-
course not. She hasn't heard of.
No,
Arthur.
so the
That
Boondocks
hurts
is
me.
basically like Western anime, same vein as Avatar with the blue forehead.
Okay.
So Arthur is an
Blue people
anime
have blue
made
forehead.
from.
I don't believe
Arrow-
any of what you're saying. Should
That's
I
not
believe
Avatar
you?
blue people. Don't get it
Wait, should I believe
No,
you?
no, that's that's a different one. The blue people is not anime. That is art. That is a
That's
masterpiece.
Caillou Avatar because he's bald.
Exactly.
Guys.
So Arthur is like a Western anime.
I believe none of this.
Arthur's
Trust
another
issues.
show on PBS.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
What really drives the show forward and what made me want to make this podcast and show people, not
Is
just you guys, but the
Naruto.
audience who might not look into Naruto.
Is Naruto shitting so much? That's honestly the most
yes,
important
It's not just
takeaway.
what?
Naruto shitting. That's what I wanted everyone to
Naruto
see.
Yeah.
shitting.
Because he
That is
himself
important.
goes, "Am I gonna be on the toilet all day?" And truthfully,
Maybe,
yes.
yeah.
For all 800 episodes,
Yeah.
yeah.
That milk really got him.
Yeah, Boruto, the first episode of Boruto, he walks out of the bathroom, a 40-year-old man, and then his stomach hits him again, he walks right back in.
Gosh.
Boruto was born in like a little like porta potty.
So it becomes a really, really bad show. It totally devolves. You guys are
it
still
becomes a shit
emotionally
show,
attached.
like a literal shit show.
Shit show! That's funny!
If there's two things this podcast knows, it's you gotta eat breakfast and cigarettes are cool.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, guys, cigarettes aren't cool.
Get the cooler of the two cancers, all right?
I swear, once I'm off this show, we're gonna convert all the weebs to being like hardcore
Addicted to
smokers.
cigarettes.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Maybe we can get sponsorships from like
Oh,
Marlboro.
Marlboro,
my
yeah.
Marlboro brand Naruto headband.
They had to get rid of the Marlboro Man, so now it can be the Marlboro Ninja.
I'm just not gonna transfer just to make sure that everybody knows that cigarettes are not cool.
Yeah, but they are. That's never gonna
Cigarettes
change.
aren't cool.
Listen, Emma, now I want to agree with you, but every movie and commercial I've ever seen tells me different.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awful.
He's cool, though.
He's
Yeah.
definitely smoked cigarettes. 100%.
How? He's wearing
Probably
that mask.
Marlboro.
He can't get him in.
No,
He
it's
sucks through the mask. You can do
Maybe
that.
he's got like a nicotine.
It's like
It's
ninja
like double
technique.
filter.
Yeah.
the cigarette filter jutsu.
You do when they do ninjutsu and they have their two fingers straight up.
Oh yeah. When they do like the sign, it's so that they can hold cigarettes.
No, dude, the
Oh my
cigarette,
God.
just the jutsu. Like he pulls two fingers, he just starts puffing, and it's like nicotine's coming in and out of the air.
Now, see, what if Naruto had done the sexy jutsu?
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
I mean,
should have.
regardless, Kakashi commits sexual assault on Naruto.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah. Well,
Oh yeah! Oh.
yes, because after dodging all of Naruto's attacks, Kakashi like slickly gets in behind him, and we think he's about to unleash a jutsu because he puts his hands together and points the fingers
was
up,
crazy.
and everyone's like, "Oh fuck, he's gonna unleash a
Look,
fire
he's dead.
jutsu."
He's fucking God.
And then Kakashi dead ass, like I'm not kidding. To the listeners who haven't seen the episodes, they're just listening. I'm not kidding here. Kakashi shoves his fingers straight up Naruto's ass.
And Naruto clearly enjoyed it. It was very clear. He was like,
I
"Ah."
missed that. He went flying.
Go along
He went
to
into
1,000 years of death.
And oh yeah, he goes 1,000 years of death. I go, wow, fuck, that's harsh. That's a weird jutsu. And then everybody's just like, no, we just stuck his fingers up his
Yeah,
butt.
yeah.
And then Naruto's like drowning in the water, like, it can't end this way.
Can't end
My
with
butt
sensei's
hurts.
Oh, but it
fingers
can.
up my butt.
That was so upsetting. I was watching it. I had to
awful.
rewind. I was like, did he really just do that?
Substitution jutsu, where a ninja.
Sounds like math.
Oh, art school.
Alright, cool.
But a ninja can swap themselves out for an object around them.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
in like an instant using this jutsu.
No matter where they are, it's usually just a log.
Yeah, it's almost
They could be
always
in
a
a
log.
desert and
Well,
it'd
then
be a
there's
log.
so many logs.
Hey man, there's a lot of logs in this universe. If you ain't a ninja, you lumberjack. That's just a fact.
Or
You
you
a
own like a
lumberjack.
porn magazine store, one of the
Oh yeah, or
two.
you run a
my
porn
God.
store. Yeah.
3 career paths.
Ninja, lumberjack, porn. I
Or
want to say
teaching
porn star.
assistant like Mizuki.
Oh my god.
Is Mizuki dead?
Yeah.
That's where
That's
you
not
end
apps
up.
anymore.
Seriously though, the only jutsu that should be forbidden is an adult man sticking his fingers up a little boy's
Yeah,
ass.
that was
Yeah.
We need some ninja laws in here.
Especially if sexy jutsu is worrying everybody.
Yeah.
Start evaluating your teachers, alright?
Yeah.
Because you've got some sexual assault cases
Yeah,
coming
that is
towards
a
you.
That's
pretty
crazy,
sexual
yeah.
jutsu.
Yeah, except, I mean, Naruto's got no parents. Maybe that's why they're victimizing the little orphan. Nobody knows how to sue.
Whoa.
Oh my
Nobody
God.
knows how to sue
Oh
the
yeah,
school.
there's no lawyers because there's like 3 job options.
Oh,
so.
that's true.
Lumberjack,
Ninja lawyers
porn,
fight to the death for their
porn book
clients.
owner. What is it called?
Porn shop?
Porn shop. There it is. You own a porn shop. How about that?
I don't know if that's what it's
No,
actually
because
called.
that means it sounds like you're just renting out porn. I don't know.
Porn shop. What's the
Shop,
difference?
porn shop.
Used porn.
Ew.
A pawn shop. Or a pawn shop.
Did the Hokage ever fight?
Like each other?
No, as a whole, because they must have. 'cause
Probably
that's why
early,
the
and
Hokage
then
died.
they're named Hokage.
Yeah,
Right?
and they're like their last line of defense, you know? That's why the 4th stepped in to fight the Nine Tails.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That is a good way to put it, last line of defense. I'm thinking about all the other Hokages and like, yeah, it took them a while to get there.
Yeah, but you know, they're top dog. They've got business to attend to.
A lot of
People to
paperwork.
meet,
Yeah.
places to go.
Yeah.
A lot of crystal balls to use.
Irukas to talk to constantly.
God.
Noses to bleed, erections to get. Just shit that happens in the Naruto world.
That's true. The Hokage spies on a lot of people with that crystal ball.
Yeah, it's kind of creepy.
Well, I don't think we saw it in this episode. Probably good.
He's
Maybe,
100%
oh my gosh,
doing it.
maybe that Hokage used to be like the porn shop owner.
Oh,
From porn shop owner to Hokage.
He retired back to porn.
the American dream.
I'm living the village hidden in the leaf dream.
That's so funny. Joshua, how did you feel about the crabs, being that's your biggest fear
Yeah,
ever?
everybody should know Joshua is terrified of crabs.
And revolving doors.
All right, I had a bad experience with crabs. Okay,
In
I'm
a revolving
traumatized.
door.
Yeah.
No.
Allie was trapped in a revolving door, and crabs started pouring down
From the
around
ceiling.
her.
That's my
Yeah.
worst nightmares.
And then on the glass of the revolving door, people's feet started pressing against
Yeah, feet.
Allie
I've
always
had
said
dreams
this
like
one.
that.
it.
No, I
Interesting that you
had
didn't
a.
say nightmares.
Dream.
Oh, no, it's my dreams. Because it's every dream. True. Were there crabs in this?
No.
Oh, okay, I was
no,
like,
just
wait, I missed
Kakashi
that.
tunnels down like a
Yeah.
crab person.
Oh, I missed that. I was like, wait.
I'm sorry, I'm really pressing Sakura.
You really want me to love Sakura?
Because everyone hates on her, man, and I
Because
don't.
she's
She's
the
kind of,
worst.
yeah, she's the
She
worst.
deserves it.
I think you just gotta get some perspective.
I think you need to sit down and listen to Chaw 100 times a day.
She's a 12-year-old girl,
Did
dog.
she get,
Yeah!
okay, does she get better throughout the course of the show?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
I guess we'll have to
I
see.
guess
No.
only time will tell. For now, let me hate her.
I can't.
I get it. I get it, Sakura. We're concussion friends, but still. You're
Someday
the
you'll
worst.
heal and she will not.
I'm really, again, I'm so surprised I'm still sticking with it. I'm rolling. I'm like making actual like sentences that make sense. That's
Oh yeah,
a big deal.
no, it's good.
Your brain isn't totally soup. It's more like stew.
Yes.
Thicker.
For like the first 2 days.
Nice chowder.
Oh my gosh. For the first 2 days, oh gosh, I'm gonna tell the quick story of, so like the first day that I was concussed, one of my friends came over to my room and I was hugging her from behind
Yeah.
and I just kept rocking back and forth because she was rocking in the chair, and so I of course had to rock with her from like hugging her, and apparently it sounded super weird. I don't really remember why I said it, but I kept going back and forth going, no concussion, over and over again, no concussion, no concussion.
Yeah, that was a little scary.
Yeah.
But
We didn't know for sure it was up, so we I think we knew it was a concussion, but we didn't know how bad, and it was kind of
Yeah.
scary.
yeah.
We were all talking, it went quiet, it was, no concussion. Scary.
But it's alright, because I'm back.
All right.
Mostly.
Yeah.
Woo!
And
Mild
Sakura
concussion.
also comes back from being knocked
No,
out.
she doesn't.
From fainting. Oh, I didn't mean in your opinion.
Oh.
We'll get her there. She'll come back there too.
And then immediately,
Yeah,
there's like some
Kakashi
noise.
appears
Yeah.
and he like summons a thunderstorm.
Fucking
and he's
Storm
like,
Yeah, I was
from
like, oh,
X-Men.
God, they're dead.
prepare for the darkest punishment of your whole life.
1,000 deaths, fingers
A
into
thousand
the box.
fingers up your butthole.
Oh my god.
Wait until you see how many shadow clones I can make. All 10 fingers of all 10,000 shadow clones.
Oh no.
So much. Oh my god. So many
That's so
fingers
many
in your
fingers.
ass.
So funny.
It's like 1 billion years of death.
That is straight. Like, that's not even pain. That's like instant death.
Yeah.
Also, what does that mean? 1,000 years of death? Like, you're dead forever, dude. Is there a certain amount of time that you're dead?
No, because you're meant to survive it, but you walk around as if you're dead because you can't really come back from that.
You can't really sit down.
It's like when they give like 300 years in prison, and it's like, yeah, why?
Like, you'll be frog hopping, and then suddenly, like, you're frog hopping on trees around 2 a.m., and then you suddenly remember, like your life's going great, and you're like, remember that one time Kakashi fingered my asshole without my consent? And then you just stop, and you really gotta think for a second.
You gotta recover from
Really, no amount of
drop out
ramen
of
can bring
ninja
you back
school.
from that.
Oh my god, that's true.
I think it's also really neat that, like, Sasuke and Sakura and Naruto, like, they were probably a group of people who, like, really were not going to be friends, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, unlikely friendships.
Yeah, they came
Like those
together.
calendars with like horses and cats.
They wouldn't be
hanging out.
friends. They'd be boyfriends. Remember, they kiss.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That is
Naruto and Sasuke did kiss.
There is some underlying tension.
And they didn't say no homo.
They did not.
And who was the first one to offer his lunch to Naruto?
Sasuke.
I'm just
They
saying.
held that kiss for a while.
I'm just saying.
Honestly, they kept it for a long time.
And do you remember when Naruto snuck in on Sasuke? They did a bit of tussling.
That's
in
true. We
there.
didn't see that fight. Maybe there was some kissing.
Ooh.
Make out paradise.
Naruto's so tiny, he's like, Sakura's too tall with that 5 head. You're the perfect size. Give me your
Oh my
forehead.
gosh.
They return it to some crazy lady,
Who suffocates the poor thing.
Yeah, I don't mean to say crazy lady. Joshua, I know you're really into your cats. I don't mean to at this crazy cat lady.
It's fine.
Is Evie listening?
Always.
Yes.
So Randall, Jill, and Evie are right now.
The whole Caruso household.
-4.
You have 4 more cats?
And a dog that she
3
doesn't
more
give a
dogs.
shit about.
You have dogs?
That's not true.
You
One
never
dog.
talk about the dog.
I know. No, I went to Joshua's house and I saw the dog and I was like, what?
I have
How are you
4 cats and a
alive?
dog.
That's so many.
Yes, it is.
But I know that Evie's the favorite, though. What's up with that?
She's the best.
I know.
This-
I know.
I
Wow.
guess Evie smokes
I
cigarettes.
thought you just had 1 cat. I really did.
Really?
Yeah.
You
Evie,
never talk about the other 3.
The only one that you
She's
talk
the
about.
best. She's so soft.
I've seen
She's
the
little.
other 3, but definitely Evie's your favorite.
She's affectionate. She's great.
It's a little cruel, man. No offense. But you play favorites hard.
Well, yeah, I tell them all.
I'm imagining
You're
Josh.
not the best. You're not the best. You're not the best. You're the best. You're a dog.
Oh my god.
You sit them down for the monthly meeting.
That's exactly how
It never
Naruto
changes.
feels.
That is how Naruto feels.
The numbers
The
are
dog?
in.
Your dog's definitely Naruto. Straight up. That is
I
it.
love my dog. Okay. I'm
Yeah,
not a
'cause
dog
you
person.
Don't talk about the dog.
I'm not a dog person, but I love her. She kind of acts like a cat, which I'll.
Oh, yeah.
That's
The numbers
a
are in.
broken
Y'all
dog.
still
Yeah.
suck.
That hurts, man.
Sorry, Willow.
I'm
I love
imagining you really like sitting down with your cats being like, you're garbage, you're just
Well, I
worse.
imagine Joshua like
No.
lying on the floor of the room, and the
Fetal
cats, the
position.
cats gather around, and she's just rocking back and forth, going, "You're all terrible, all except for Evie. Oh,
Willow, banished.
the rest of you are
banished.
There is actually an S rank mission. They don't talk about it in this episode, but like,
Is it like special or
yeah,
really
it's
bad?
harder than A.
Well, see, that's why
It
I
should
said
be
if you
Z.
go-
It should be X. X is a cool letter.
Yeah.
That's
Or
a
Q.
cool letter.
Yeah. But dude, seriously though, people with X's and Z's in their names,
Cool people.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jinx.
I bet someone named Xerxes would smoke cigarettes.
Oh yeah.
I hope so.
If your name is Xerxes and you don't smoke,
What are you doing?
doing?
yeah,
Get a pack.
write
Or-
to us at NaruTalk Pod.
Guys, don't smoke.
We're looking for you, Xerxes. or something.
Xerxes, if you don't smoke, I'll send you a pack of
Yeah,
cigarettes.
we'll sponsor your smoking habits.
As long as you don't jewel.
Yeah,
jewel.
no.
Juuling, not cool.
Not cool.
thing.
Some young kids are gonna start listening to this, like some little 10-year-old who like really looks up to Naruto.
All right,
and
look,
they're gonna find
yeah.
their favorite
You're right.
NaruTalk
Yeah, yeah.
podcast.
See, we said it in the last episode, you know.
Don't smoke.
Do not smoke.
It's bad for you.
It's horrible.
But if you had to,
No. But
No,
if you
God.
already do, you're cool.
well, like cigarettes, no, it's like don't smoke.
they're bad.
Uncool. It's
Yeah.
uncool to have cancer.
Guys, we're
Yeah.
gonna get canceled, all right? We're like Mizuki. We're gonna
No,
get
no,
canceled.
no. We're laying down bad. Don't smoke.
Yeah, right.
But if you had to,
right, juuling is
You
lame.
don't
cigarettes
have
are
to
cool.
smoke. You
I
never
mean,
have to
if you
smoke.
But if you have to.
but if you really had to,
And when we say had to, if you're in high school and in the bathroom and upperclassmen's like, yo, you want a cigarette?
Say no.
But if they say you want to hit my jewel,
you
No.
walk out. You
No.
no.
Do
you
not
walk
vape.
away.
Oh,
Do not vape. Naruto
so
wouldn't
gross.
vape.
Naruto
Vaping is
wouldn't
You
vape.
shouldn't either.
Vaping is a very easy way to get a nicotine addiction, everybody.
Yeah.
Naruto would vape. Shikamaru wouldn't vape.
That's true. Naruto definitely would vape. Now, you know what? Sakura would vape.
Sakura would vape. Just to impress Sasuke.
Yeah, and she'd be like,
Yeah.
hey, Sasuke, do you want to hit my mango palm?
But the real cool kid Sasuke knows.
It'd be like creme brulee.
Yeah, and Sasuke would like pull out a joint. No, he'd be like,
Because he's cool.
I'm
He's
light
cool.
years ahead
Yeah.
of you. Ninja weed medicine
No,
right here.
Sasuke's straight edge because all the cool kids are straight
Sasuke
edge.
probably
is
is
actually straight edge.
I mean, he just wouldn't get invited to like parties or anything. He's kind of just a dick.
Yeah, well, he's one of those people that like everyone assumes is cool, so that like they have something going on.
Yeah.
But actually,
He doesn't,
he's always
yeah.
alone because nobody ever invites him to something.
He's just waiting to
This
get
isn't
assaulted
true.
by
This is
Naruto.
headcanon. This isn't actually in the episode.
No, I think it's true.
No, he's just sitting around waiting to get assaulted by Naruto. It's just what happens.
They don't say it, but
To
you
make
can
out
tell.
with Naruto.
Yeah, his
Well,
lover.
we think make out. He tied him up and left him to die.
Can this
Yeah.
podcast officially be the ship for Sasuke and Naruto?
Yeah.
I see it.
I
Yeah.
think we're years behind, and there might be millions of fan
Maybe.
fictions.
No, I'm not gonna read any fan fictions. I'm just gonna overly analyze all of my
Yeah.
notes from now
We
on.
can write our own.
Yeah, Emma. I was about to say Emma's not gonna read any fan fiction. She's just gonna write fan fiction.
Yeah.
That would be a good Patreon, having us like read Naruto fan fiction.
Yeah.
But like the worst ones possible.
We
Yeah.
can pick different characters.
The one where like Kakashi
Yeah.
does 1,000 years of death, but he holds it a little too long, and they're in a bedroom and not outside.
Kakashi and Aruka, 1,000 Years of Love.
A ramen shop story.
Afterwards, you know, Kakashi's smoking a cigarette because he's cool.
Yeah.
And Aruka's like, hey, wanna go get some ramen?
How are you smoking that with that mask on? I just can't.
It's my cigarette jutsu.
All of them get original jutsus. Naruto gets sexy jutsu. Kakashi gets cigarette
Cigarette
smoke.
Okay,
Naruto
Naruto
would get
gets
ramen
nothing.
jutsu.
No, but he did invent sexy jutsu.
He did.
Yeah.
No, I said he would get ramen jutsu.
Oh, yeah.
How
yeah.
horny do you have to be to like sit down and be like, I'm gonna make myself into this right
Probably
now?
Bro.
pretty.
Pretty
Look me
hot.
in the eyes and tell me that if you couldn't transform magically, that you wouldn't transform into a sexy girl to look at yourself in the mirror.
Don't tell us. I don't.
Well, if it really came down to
It's
it,
every ninja's first thought.
no, it's not. Every
But then Naruto keeps getting kicked out of the porn shop. What else is he gonna do?
Because look,
That's
Naruto's
true.
an orphan, and Sasuke probably knows sexy jutsu, but he's keeping it on the low.
Oh yeah.
Sasuke's an orphan too.
Exactly, so that's why
Yeah,
he
but
would
they
know
don't really
it.
talk about
It's an
that. Where
orphan
does he
thing.
live? Where do all of them live? Maybe that's when the romance started between Sasuke and Naruto.
They
in
moved
the
in
orphanage.
together.
They were street- Oh my god, Naruto is Oliver. They were like living on the
They're
streets
street
together.
brothers.
Pickpocketing. You gotta pick a pocket or two.
Yeah. Oh, Naruto would transform into a sexy lady to distract, and Sasuke would pickpocket.
Yeah. A team.
And that's how they
We
fell in
have a
love.
headcanon already. This is it.
Yeah,
Or-
wow, we are so deep into fanfiction territory right now.
Let's just
We
start writing.
apologize.
All you hear is keyboard typing for the rest of the
I actually, though, if they are going to be famous orphans, I really do think that we need to start giving Naruto the benefit of the doubt and assume that he's Annie.
Yeah.
I really
that's
want
fair.
him to be Annie.
It is a hard knock life, you know.
No spoilers, but it becomes a musical halfway through the show.
Yeah,
What? That's
yeah.
wild.
And then Boruto is just a musical.
But with guns and lightsabers.
That's true. Oh my god, no, okay. So, sidebar, low-key spoilers, but whatever. It's Boruto. That's literally hundreds of episodes
Like,
away.
who cares?
I've been reading the manga of Boruto,
Yeah.
and they deadass have machine guns and lightsabers.
Actually,
yes.
Where did they get them?
It's fucking nonsense.
Wait, you're not kidding?
No,
This isn't
I'm
like
not
No,
kidding.
who is
That's
Boruto?
not a bit.
Is this
Boruto's
Naruto's
Naruto's son.
kid? Okay.
Yeah. And I swear to God, they bust out like fucking guns and swords,
the
and
fuck?
it's like reading a different thing, which is kind of cool, you know, because it's like
Yeah.
so
It's
much
like
later.
a fan fiction.
Yeah, but it's
It's
like a
real.
It's a
That's
good
so
fan
weird.
fiction.
Like that one Harry Potter book, The Cursed Child, or something. It's
Yeah.
like fan fiction.
yeah.
But
Even though it's
real.
official,
but
it's
written by
yeah.
J.K.
reads like
Rowling.
fanfiction.
J.K.
Yeah.
Rowling, by the way, still pretty
Rowling.
positive.
I'm almost 100% certain it's Rowling.
I think
run the
it's-
numbers.
Yeah. I think it's Rowling.
But for the purpose of the joke of, did you hear
Why
Harry
did-
Potter? Yeah. What
Yeah,
was it?
it's how did Harry Potter get down the hill?
Oh yeah.
Walking. J.K. Rowling.
That's good.
It's funny.
Although I will say this is our third episode and we've told that joke twice already.
I need new jokes.
Look, it's a good joke, but
I mean, hopefully this reaches to J.K. Rowling and
Yeah,
they wanna
someday,
come
yeah.
on.
imagine
yeah.
if she's in England sipping her tea, sitting on her throne of cash, and she's like, yes, I too hate Sakura.
It must
Or
be on
maybe-
these boys' podcast.
and if I say the joke enough, maybe it'll get to her. And if her last name really is Rowling, she'll hear the joke
She'll
and say,
write in.
"Wow, I should change it."
By the way, JK, we're all huge fans, and if you would like to donate to the Patreon,
we want to go to Avatar
Come
World.
with us to Avatar World,
oh,
JK.
can you imagine if JK Rowling came with us to Avatar
oh,
Well,
World?
not
so
if you keep
good.
calling her J.K. Rowling.
Isn't there a Harry Potter place?
Yeah,
in,
we're
like,
not going there.
But
though.
everybody knows that Harry Potter's just a ripoff of Avatar.
100%.
Huh.
100%.
The blue people and then Harry Potter can do the same.
When the two blue people went, like, when Guardian Leviosa and they all started flying and shit.
Yeah. And there's a tree in both.
There
that
is
big
a
tree and the Whomping Willow.
Yeah, and
it's
it's
the
tree
same
In
tree.
Naruto,
too.
oh my god.
Oh my god, same universe.
Same universe.
He's kind of the antagonist of little shit, you know? Like, he sneaks up on Sasuke for their makeout battles. Sasuke doesn't do the other one.
That's true.
Maybe Naruto was the bad guy all along. Maybe the show should be called Sasuke.
It just doesn't
On the
sound
podcast,
right.
Sasuke Talk.
God, that does not sound as good. Sasuke talk.
Oh my gosh.
No.
Sasuke ooh chat. That something?
No, Sauce Talk, I think. Is...
Sauce
Sauce
talk.
Talk.
We're talking
Sauce
about
talk.
Sasuke while we eat
I like
different hot
sauce
sauces.
Yeah, we eat ragu, we eat Newman's own spaghetti sauce.
Oh my gosh.
We eat Frank's hot sauce.
Oh, I love marinara sauce. When I was younger, I used to just drink it.
Let's just start drinking
That's
mayonnaise.
a good podcast.
We'll go
The
crazy.
sauce. We talk about Sasuke and sauces.
And then my weird obsession with it when I was younger.
There's millions of fan fictions we can get through. We
You
can
can do all
do-
the accents that you want.
We can chain
boy.
smoke cigarettes on the podcast.
I feel like I've done the accent enough that I should probably explain that I know it's not very good.
my
It's
God.
just so much fun.
This is what Emma does when she has a concussion.
Yeah, this is the concussion speaking.
I think it's about time that I start to argue with myself.
That's just schizophrenia speaking.
Yeah, that's one's a concussion, one's a schizophrenia.
Fuck.
The
was like,
rower
"Shut
is
up, buddy."
arguably. I know you said don't talk about the feature, but he's the most important character.
Oh yeah, the man
of-
rowing boat.
Because the thing is, when you think about Avatar: The Last Airbender, right?
Uh-huh.
But you don't think
blue
Aang,
people?
Zuko.
Yeah, I don't think about.
I think
Avatar
about
The Last
the
Airbender.
cabbage salesman guy. I think about that.
Oh yeah.
You don't think
So,
about Avatar
when,
at all,
when I
Liam?
think,
I think about the blue
Naruto,
people.
it's the rower. He
Yeah.
was so wise, and the
He was. He said, "Don't yell."
Don't
and in a
yell.
way, we all learned about inside voices.
Gato of Gato Transport.
Yeah, I know.
That was a big deal.
Everyone's like, what?
Naruto literally goes, oh, who, what, and same. Honestly, who the fuck is this?
Not like
Yeah.
deadass. What if like Jeff Bezos was hunting you down? Fucking Jeff Bezos of Amazon.
If Jeff
I'd be
Bezos-
terrified.
Oh, by the way, wait, hold up. Jeff, if you're listening to this, you gotta fix your policies, man. Amazon's
Don't make Amazon an enemy. The drones will get us. Stop.
It's alright, we're gonna start a rival company.
Now, Jeff, aside
For
from
Emma
her,
on.
aside from her, listen, I know if you were to just throw like some Avatar money our way, it'd be like
Yeah.
spitting in like a poor person's face. It does nothing to you.
Yeah,
right?
Jeff. As much as Emma doesn't like your policies,
I
if
hate you,
And
Jeff.
as much as you suck, but
Yeah,
it's okay.
right. Yeah.
You're awful.
But if you want to take us to Avatar World,
We'll endorse you. We'll endorse you.
yeah, we'll sell out in a second.
Second.
Also, I think Audible sponsors a lot of podcasts, and I think Audible is owned by Amazon.
Never mind. We love
So
you,
quick
Jeff.
turnaround, Jeff. You're the
You're
best.
the coolest guy ever,
Fuck
Jeff.
yeah, Amazon.
Amazon.
Oh shit.
Just in case, because Audible really does.
It's
sponsor a
okay.
lot of
No, it's
podcasts.
okay. I'm the one who sucks, Jeff. Like, if me
Yeah,
calling
Emma's-
you
Emma
out
will
is
be
the
out.
reason.
Emma's leaving anyway, Jeff. You know
Yeah,
what?
I'm out of here.
First
You
7
can
episodes-
replace Emma.
And she's racist, so.
First 7 episodes we can't get sponsored. Jeff calls us up. He's like, "Listen, as long as she's gone, Audible's got you." You think that Zabuza's outfit makes him look like a
He
cow?
does
Yeah,
look
it
like
does.
a cow. Why did they pick that pattern?
I don't know, man. Maybe it was
No.
imagined colored differently or something.
But there was something. Oh, maybe. But there was something where like you saw other people. I'm pretty sure in the Land of Waves, and they were also cows. So it's not just him.
I guess maybe like
Maybe to blend
The cow
in with the
people.
back, because look, there's sneaky people. They're the hit and miss. So when you think hit and miss Riverland shit, you think white and sun and dark
yeah,
shades
but I
of
don't
white.
think cow when I
I don't
hear
either.
river.
That's
If you
true.
saw a cow, like, would you? Okay, if there was a huge mist of fog and there was
Uh-huh.
a cow there, right? Would you see him? Would you really think to yourself, Liam, if you were in Silent Hill right now and there was one cow? Like, 'cause the thing is, you know how Silent Hill calls you to overcome like your
Right,
big.
right, right.
What if your adventure was to just see if you could
See
see
a
a
cow.
cow in the
Oh my
mist?
god.
Was he still into Sakura?
Always and forever.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's still in
Ugh,
Sakura.
dude, get over her.
Dude, not everybody has a forehead that's sexy.
Also, his women tend to be limited. I mean, right now he's stuck with Sakura or
2
Sasuke,
old
you
men
know?
and an emo boy.
If not Sakura,
And a
He
bitch.
made out with one of them, and none of them were girls.
There was-
make out with Sasuke.
That's true. And I'm sure there just was no spark.
There was spark. They held it for a second.
Yeah, and remember, they didn't say no homo.
They didn't say.
That's
They already
true.
tied. They're getting ahead of it too, because he like tied him up and left him there.
That's
for a
true.
yeah.
while.
That's true.
Wow, there's a lot to read into
50
here.
Shades of Naruto. We're going
That's
crazy.
true. That's
50
true.
Shades of Orange.
I'm still working on my fan fiction.
Close, but no cigar.
What a fucking dumb expression.
Close.
but no
no cigar.
Nobody asked for a cigar. I was just talking about Naruto.
See, it's that. Okay, so you know how cigarettes are cool?
Yeah.
Cigars are for people who like used to be cool, but they know how they used to be. Like really cool. Like think of it as like Joshua's parents. Like they're cool. Like yeah, we used to smoke cigarettes, but now we're cigars. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Okay. I buy it.
Either that or like straight up meth. Like they have to be like they're too cool sometimes. Like in their free time. Josh, I'm sorry to hear this, but I'm pretty sure when Randall says I gotta go to the bathroom and he comes out 60 minutes later, he was hitting that pipe hard as fuck.
Stop ruining her childhood.
Yeah.
She's gonna come home to a shattered family.
You know, like the glass, you know, in How I Met Your Mother, when you realize something and the glass shatters.
yeah.
Joshua's like, oh my god, that's why my house always smelled like meth.
I thought it was the neighbor.
Joshua.
Your town would have meth heads. I've always said it since day one.
Yes,
That's
you have.
the laboratory in my basement. It all makes sense.
It was he
That's
was
what
the meth
happens in
head
the
all
shed
along.
outside. I just want to kick with
It wasn't sugar all along. The best thing about episode 7 was the introduction of the rower. He was the coolest character. He really, because like anytime a character talks to Naruto, they always put him down, but he always comes around to bring them back up, right?
The rowing man was so good at keeping Naruto quiet.
Yeah.
There's a lot of times when these characters yell. They could use rowing man
Yeah.
Honestly, could
to come in and be like,
rowing
"Excuse
man
me."
for Hokage.
Okay, ready? I'm gonna.
Rowing man for Hokage.
We'll push the campaign.
Can I do a quick literary analysis on the rowing man?
Oh boy, yes.
Are you ready? I think that what the rowing man represents is all of society and how they all yell at Naruto, even though they don't even know him.
Yeah.
That's right. I just
Damn.
literary analyzed your ass.
Zabuza races after the Jonin, but is forced to change direction because Kakashi has scattered some caltrops.
Like a car chase. What the fuck?
Yeah, a little bit.
He's like,
Damn it,
"Oh,
my feet will pop.
Dude, they're taking fucking kunais to the chest.
I know,
and
but
the
he can't
spikes on
handle
the
cal-
floor.
He's wearing shoes.
Yeah, I don't know what was up with Spike Floor.
His
Yeah,
sword
it's
is 8 feet tall. He can't handle
Just
fucking
slide on your
They're
sword,
like
dog.
thumbtacks. Literally.
Also, when did Kakashi put that down? He was like, 1?
Yeah.
They're
While he was
ninjas.
while he was flying back, he sort of grabbed him out of his purse and was like, bam.
No, I'd like to imagine it's like he's the owl from the Tootsie Roll Pop.
Oh my
And he
God.
slowly
He was
dropped
a
it.
1,
While he was
a
being
2,
kicked through the
a
air,
3.
he just counted
He
them.
had a clone do it. Crunch.
Yeah.
Listen, the thing is, during these fights, they always take like 60 minutes just to talk mid-fight.
Yeah,
So,
that's
Yeah.
true. So why not take 60 minutes to
Right, may as
count
well,
your
yeah.
so
caltrops?
literally,
That's true.
when Kakashi got thrown into the air, like every character was like Sakura was like, I can't believe Zabuza did that. Like he kicked Kakashi in the air. And
yeah.
Sasha's like, wow, his immense physical strength.
Nice kick.
During all of that, and Zabuza was listening because he likes to stroke his ego.
That's true.
That's
And
true.
Kakashi was just like he wasn't even in the air anymore. He still he went down to the ground, probably ducked a little, was like 1, 2. Oh, that one needs to be a little deeper. Like
Oh,
pushes
yeah.
it in.
Well, you want it to look nice.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
and-
get him on. Presentation is everything.
I mean, you're on Cartoon Network.
And then out of honor, respect, he threw himself up in the air.
Yeah,
again.
exactly.
Why do they need to shout the name of the jutsu
Yeah,
before they do
just
it?
think
Don't
it.
they have
Okay,
hand
okay.
signs for that?
Drama.
Listen, it's cool. If somebody just stabbed you, that's just getting stabbed. They
is
said,
stab!
"Kunai of 1,000 blades stabbing you in your
If
chest."
someone just fingers your asshole, it's weird. But if they say 1,000 years of death,
Oh, and that did happen.
Listen, one's sexual assault and one's a cool ninja move that no one talks about.
That's true.
There's a
But okay,
difference.
but when you're in a fight, don't you not want to tell your
Yeah.
opponent what you're about to do?
Which is my main critique when they're flying in the air during the entire fight. Like they always attack Zabuza from the air, and
Yeah.
even he goes too easy and
yeah, like,
smacks the shit
why
out
are
of
you
them.
still jumping, bro?
Stop.
That's true.
But I think it goes towards that hard magic system, like what Harry Potter has, that makes this show so appealing, like on the playground, because
Yeah,
you do
it's
know
true.
the names of the jutsus. They say them over and
That's
over and over.
true.
So you're on the playground, and then you make.
Oh,
the
you
little,
mean literally the
I
playground?
mean literally, like
Yeah.
when you're a little kid. Yeah, you can be
Yeah.
like fucking water prison jutsu.
Avada Kedavra.
Me
Oh,
and-
or exactly. Yeah, no,
me
it's
and
the
my,
same idea.
well, to Emma, all of us brown people look the same, so we'd always go around there and be like, Shadow Clone Jutsu.
And she wouldn't be able to tell.
Would not.
She'd be like,
How'd you do that?
She'd be like every enemy against Naruto. Oh, that's a lot of shadow clones.
Which one's Muhammad? Which one? Look at her laughing at her racism. She's
I know.
not
I
denying
was gonna
it.
jump back into the summary, and I was like, no, I'll let her finish laughing, and then we'll get back to it.
It's so funny.
I'm thinking about the practical
The
uses for
NaruTalkers.
like
Yeah.
Hashtag.
Shadow Clone Jutsu, and just how like if you were in bed and you want to drink water at 3 a.m., just Shadow Clone Jutsu.
Yeah, they can walk to
Yeah.
the water.
But they're
To
also
get
tired
led.
as fuck. They're like, what do you want, asshole?
Every shadow clone makes a shadow clone until they're just at the water.
You get lonely. You just talk to yourself.
Talk to yourself.
Yeah.
I do that anyway.
Make more friends, but keep
I
the
bet
old.
Naruto did that a lot because he didn't have any friends.
No, but he
growing
didn't
up.
know
Talk to
Shadow
sexy
Clone.
jutsu.
He was trash.
That's true. He didn't know how to make clones until episode 1.
Iruka was like, that's pathetic. That's just the
Yeah,
worst.
he made that shitty little anemic clone and he still talked to it, just couldn't talk back.
Hey.
Oh, it's an anemic clone? Hey, don't make fun of Joshua like that.
Yeah.
Josh
Yeah.
is no longer anemic.
That's
You
true.
can't
Yeah,
have
we
that.
can roast anemics now.
You're not anemic?
No.
What happened? When were you
Still,
born?
No,
I'm
Joshua-
still deficient.
Joshua was never anemic.
That's
Joshua
not
just
true.
wanted to
No,
complain.
That's not true.
Anemics want to be roasted, bro. They're already so cold. They need to
Oh
heat
yeah,
up a
that's
bit.
true.
They need to be roasted.
They need to be
They need a
roasted.
sick burn because they're cold.
I'm still deficient. I'm just not anymore.
I'm in pain. I'm dying. Please stop joking about it.
It is a little confusing. Tazuna and Zabuza.
They're
Yeah,
all,
exactly.
all
Sakura and Sasuke.
Why do they do this?
It's a little confusing.
Yeah.
That's true.
Well, wait. Okay.
Okay.
Another literary analysis. Are you ready?
Send it.
You need to start making my own little noise, like the chow thing that you have for,
Right.
for the analysis.
And with
For every time I do a
another
literary
Oh,
analysis. Every time I do a literary analysis, yeah. Okay, so, so whenever there are character names that sound similar, like the character names mean something, you know, because if there's both an S, like Sasuke and Sakura,
Yeah.
also like that, it means that the audience is supposed to associate them together.
And they do. We
Yes.
do.
Yeah, we all want them to
So,
end up
so
together.
maybe you're supposed to associate Tazuna with
The rower.
Zabuza. Well, they are in the same story arc.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
alright,
it's
that's the literary analysis.
But it makes it
reason for you.
confusing.
You
so-
can't say
Does.
Gato. You go Gato of Gato Transportation. It's like Doug Dimmadome, the owner of the Dimsdale. You don't say Doug Dimmadome. It's,
Yeah, you don't just
yeah.
say Doug
no,
Dimmadome.
it's Doug Dimmadome, owner of the
But see-
Dimsdale Dimmadome.
But in case you were curious as to why would they make that so fucking confusing, it's all for literary analysis.
I like how just a
Assume
minute
genius.
ago, Emma
Assume
knew
genius.
none of this.
No, I know.
Like, this is on the spot, like, analysis.
That's true. These aren't my notes or anything.
this
It's just
is
like,
great.
hey guys.
I'm loving
She's
it.
acting like she's like has a PhD in Naruto.
I'm
analysis.
PhD in Naruto.
Can you get that?
Yeah. Hello, Dr. English. Oh, are you a medical literary doctor? No. He does the hand signs. I'm a professor of Naruto.
Is there a doctor on this plane? Yes. Now, if you need like some jutsu like signs, I could show you. Like I could
Do
probably.
you need a water person?
We need a doctor. Do you need a headband?
Or maybe a sexy jutsu.
Ramen you need. I have that.
Oh, ramen, you say. When Zabuza was young, the village hidden in the mist, once known as the Blood Mist Village, had a far darker
Sounds
graduation exam than the Leaf. It does sound
Is there a
cooler.
Crypt Mist Village? Is
The Blood Mist Village and the Crypt Mist Village.
That's true.
The true ninja rivalry.
that? Listen, they're already selling drugs in this ninja world. There's a lot we don't know.
That's,
about.
That's
true.
true.
There are gangs,
Yeah.
There's an
alright?
underworld.
Watch out.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's the whole world is not the hidden villages, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not all ninja. There's just people doing drugs.
Just gangs.
Yeah.
Just gangs walking around being gangs.
Yeah.
Rep your set, Kunai. Village of the Leaves. What you got?
Hold up a bowl of ramen.
Ah, shit, we can't fuck with him. He's too cool.
Yeah.
You're in my bingo book, bitch.
Bingo book bitch.
Yeah, that's what they call them. So it's like homie, you know? But it's like, yo,
You're my bingo book bitch.
you're my bingo book, bitch. I got you, BBB.
Triple B was popping.
Triple B.
Throwing back to episode 7, I would love to if we just watched it back and when they're rowing, you could just see footprints moving on the water.
And it's
That'd be
Zabuza.
Zabuza is just like mumbling to himself, fucking veins, hearts.
Or
8 points for Gryffindor.
Points for Gryffindor.
Oh, yeah, I'm really getting in your 10,000 steps, Zabuza. That's another 8 points.
another lot.
Zabuza's a fitness freak outside of the ninja battles.
I love that headcanon that Zabuza, he's giving himself points for everything he does.
He has a bingo book, man. He keeps score of
He's
shit.
like, oh, a muffin, that's -5 points. I'm gonna have to kill 3 genin today.
That is
I'll
how
add-
he would do it.
I'll add it to the fan fiction, you guys.
Yeah.
Zabuza's Weight Watcher program. That's all. Oh, he's on a diet. That's why he bandaged up his mouth so that he doesn't
That's
eat
why
all the
he
time.
hasn't heard soccer. Dude, that's why he hasn't heard soccer. She's also
She's
on a diet.
Yeah. She's on his diet plan.
Oh my god, he made Weight Watchers.
Dude, that's how he makes his money, other than obviously
It's a weird
assassination.
headcanon.
But yeah, he's got like a little fitness plan.
I'm imagining him wearing a cute little pink apron, and he's like, "Hey, ladies, you want to lose 5 pounds? Get with me. So here's what you do: you run on the water for about 10,000 miles.
Those doing all those hand signs, that's gotta burn a couple calories.
It has to. Flying in the air and getting stabbed so often.
Yeah.
It has to. He climbs trees.
That's true. He did climb some trees.
He did climb trees.
And he was
Some
throwing
water
that thing.
foliage,
Yeah, that's like a
actually.
shot put right there.
Wait, sorry. Water foliage.
Yeah.
Alright, don't.
Listen.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
you gotta
little
keep it up.
face.
And the thing is, you know how like how Nathan For You did that whole like Amazon thing where they kind of scam people
Nathan
into
For
losing
You is a television show.
weight? Basically,
Just in case anybody missed that, I didn't know what
It's
it
a
was
great
until
show.
a couple weeks
I'm not
ago.
the biggest fitness freak, but I know about like water weight and stuff. And he's like he like it's like snake oil. He's like telling you can lose the water weight
right.
because like he has water clones.
Oh yeah.
So he just teaches you how to do water clone jutsu.
It's
true.
It's kind of like Zumba. He sends like DVDs that you like
Except
watch.
it's like assassination sauce.
Yeah, because he also, remember, this guy fucking murdered everybody already.
Yeah.
But you know, you're running around,
Just
people are
imagine
running
him.
away, and you're running
Maybe
He
after
has
That's why
the
he's got-
headband and he's jumping up and down. He's
That's his headband's actually a sweatband.
But maybe that's why he's got all those self-confidence issues, because he killed all those kids at a real
my
early
God,
age.
Yeah, and all of his friends were shadow clones, and they didn't compliment him very much.
I love the Zabuza fitness freak headcanon.
This is a strange tangent that we've gone on.
But it's realistic. I can see him doing it in his free time.
I mean, he can't always be trying to kill someone, you know?
You know, he had a couch. He's definitely
That's
doing
true.
shit.
Gato only came to the Land of the Waves a year ago. He must
Yeah.
be doing
True.
something.
Besides polishing that giant blade.
That's got to take
He's,
a long
he's
time.
like,
too.
listen, look, I can take over the drug smuggling and the real estate business, but fitness? Yeah, that's all
and
you.
You have to be my personal
Yeah,
trainer.
yeah, you gotta help me. Naruto was doing his dumbass speech about his headband to Zabuza. He's like, "Hey, you no-eyebrowed freak," and Zabuza looks so hurt because
that's
you know what? As you say, he's
He
insecure.
diets, he exercises, but he can't grow eyebrows. You can. He draws them on, but the mist washes them off.
And he can only cover so much of his face before you can't recognize him.
You can fix your weight. You can work on your skills with your sword, but you just can't fix your
You
your
can't just
eyebrows.
grow eyebrows.
You just can't.
And that guy, he's pretty jacked. He's been showing off some
Yeah,
chest.
listen.
Why can't you just comment on his chest?
Come on, just say you
Your
look
pecs
nice.
look
I know,
like
he
good
doesn't have to
today.
say no eyebrow freak. He can be like, oh, thick-chested, muscular freak.
Beautiful, handsome,
That doesn't hit as hard, though.
amazing. I would kiss you, but if I wasn't engaged with Sasuke already,
Oh,
goddamn.
you beautiful, clearly working out, and you deserve all the points you give yourself, freak.
Well, just, if you're going out there already, just drop the freak part.
Why am I
You
fighting you? I
handsome
don't know.
idol of mine.
And maybe then they wouldn't fight. Maybe
wouldn't.
Zabuza would be like, you know what? Forget Gato. He gave me money, but he never gave me self-confidence.
And that's the most important thing of all.
Naruto, you've helped me learn to love myself.
It's really about the friends you made along the way.
If Naruto is played by a woman, right, and then so is the supposed other 12-year-old, is Sasuke also played by a woman?
No.
Sasuke is played by the beautiful Yuri Lowenthal.
who's in everything and anything.
Deadass, he's in like, I own, what, maybe like 30 games for my Switch?
Yeah.
And he's in a third of them. He voice
Wow.
acts in everything.
He's Mr. Spider-Man himself.
He was Spider-Man, yeah.
He's Sasuke. He's everyone.
Good
He's,
for this
he's
guy.
my father,
No,
my
yeah,
mother.
He's
He's
pretty
Mr.
good.
Bubba the Love Sponge?
He is Mr. and Mrs.
That's a
And
callback
Mrs.
to
Love
episode
Sponge.
1, I think, of the podcast. Obviously, they didn't talk about Bubba the Love Sponge in Naruto.
No, go back. It's in the exclusive after the butterfly floats around.
Remember
At the
that
very
one
end of the
time
episode?
Aruka ran up on the third Hokage and said, Listen, I know if you're sleeping and it's 4 a.m., but Naruto just texted me saying, I'm with Bubba the Love Sponge right now in his white van, and I don't know what's
And
happening
his
anymore.
white van?
Oh my
Are
god.
Bubba's prone to white
Are there
vans?
cars in the Naruto world?
Well, I don't think
They
so.
only got gas and shit.
No, dude. The
They got drugs
boatman
and
would be
shit.
out of business if they had cars.
Well,
Think of the rower.
well, that's why you
Think
want.
of the rower.
Oh, that dude. What if the rower employed Zabuza? Because if they built this bridge, there's no more reason to row.
Dude.
The rower.
The
wants-
rower's in charge of Gato shipping.
Gato's just a figurehead.
Yeah, he's just because when they showed Gato in that like little flash sequence, he was next to two shadowy figures. It's the rower.
Listen. When Tzatziki Sauce Man was like, Gato's a tiny man who casts a long shadow. That
Long
shadow
is
the
an oar.
rower.
Yeah.
And his oar, like Zabuza has this 12-foot fucking sword. The rower has a 12-foot oar, and that bitch hits. Oh no, Zabuza died with his fucking tips and tricks on how to lose weight.
Oh man.
Now we have to buy his DVD.
And now they can market his DVD. They'll be like, his last wish was for you to burn off that extra fat.
Dying and dieting with Zabuza.
Dying and dieting.
Wow, that's really good.
Oh, that's kind of beautiful, Raj.
Thank you.
You should market fitness in the Naruto world.
You should.
We were asking, I think last episode, how they stay in shape when all they eat is ramen and milk, and
there it is.
It's Zabuza's dying and dieting.
That's how Kakashi knew of him. Oh my god, that's how Kakashi knew of him. It wasn't because he's assassinated
Kakashi's
shit.
like,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
in my bingo book too, bitch.
You're in my bingo book. My bingo book is an exercise program.
That's what Kakashi's reading besides porn.
Oh yeah, other than Make Out Paradise, it's fucking dying and dieting with Zabuza.
I can't wait for Make Up Paradise to come back.
Yeah.
And it does. It
does.
It becomes fucking important. I'm not even kidding.
That's crazy.
I know. Oh, it's the fucking it's the cigar noise, you know.
Nobody makes that noise.
They do.
They do.
Then
Dude.
you're clearly not smoking enough cigars.
If you knew Gato in the real world, you would hear that when he hits his cigar, it's pa. Or man, come bring me another cigar. I guess
Rower, I need you to bring me as much cigar as you can.
Although I guess the rower ultimately would be being served by Gato because he's the one in charge.
Oh, for sure.
Gato's just the
The
front.
mist is his cigars.
Yeah, you really think somebody that short's in charge of something that big?
No, it's
No,
the
no,
rower.
it's the rower.
It's been the rower since day one.
His ore reaches all waters on the world.
That's fucking true.
Damn. That's heavy, man.
Well, you're
That's
gonna have to get less attached to the rower because the Trust Buster is still coming for him.
Yeah,
That's right,
Well,
Bridge
don't
Builder.
forget, Zabuza chucked a shuriken and probably killed the
Fucking
rower.
murdered. Fuck.
Biggest villain killed off stage.
I mean,
Gosh, he dies. What happens to them then?
I guess when you're on Zabuza's diet,
Oh,
you,
yeah, it's
you
'cause he
gotta
hasn't eaten
die at
days.
some point.
Like Sakura during the survival exercises when
eaten
she was like,
dinner.
I haven't eaten dinner or lunch in like 3 days.
Fuck Zabuza.
Yeah.
That's why they killed him, because he's been starving people to death.
That's how he killed all of his classmates. He starved them to death.
Yeah,
He stole their food.
Yeah, because he wasn't in the school. He would just go every day and he'd be like, that's really the shirt you're wearing? Interesting. That's all.
Are you gonna eat that? Oh, okay.
You gonna eat that? Yeah, I bet you are.
That'd be good for you.
8 more points for you, I guess.
There goes your latte.
No, Zabuza went from this
I love
wholesome
the idea that
business
Zabuza
instructor.
nagged people to death.
He was just so annoying.
That's so funny.
Hey, howdy, hey.
Who, after the
That's
first
me
7...
and my yo-yo.
Yeah. Wait, what?
That's a quote from Toy Story. He goes, hey, howdy, hey, that's me on my yo-yo.
Wow. Why is a yo-yo involved?
It's in Toy Story 2 when he's walking around and he sees
That
all...
doesn't help.
No, because he's walking around all of the merchandise of the guy in the chicken suit,
Oh.
and he sees his face on a yo-yo. I can also quote an entire scene from Toy Story 2. Ready? Here we go. All right. You must choose, Sheriff Woody. How shall she die? Shock or death by monkeys?
Wow.
Choose.
I was distracted for 3
I choose
seconds, and I let Emma launch into a Toy Story 2
What?
tirade.
I choose Buzz Lightyear. What? That's not a choice. To infinity and beyond.
Oh my
My hero. Thanks, Buzz. No problem, Woody. Never doubt the unstoppable powers of Woody and Buzz Lightyear. Oh
Okay,
no.
you got it.
That's the end.
The whole time I was like, am I gonna cut this? I guess not. I guess it's too much now.
Too much.
This is the podcast. We're a Toy Story 2 reenactment group. Yo. Welcome
But
back
I'm
to
really good at
Toy
that.
Story 2-Awk, where every week we reenact Toy Story 2.
The same episode because I only have one scene memorized over and over and over again. Lemon skunk is Raj's new favorite weed.
No, it's my
It's-
least
Yeah,
favorite
the worst.
weed.
Look, it's the worst, but also it's kind of the best, you know? Like, it
I mean, in terms of getting you high, it will get you high.
it'll get you somewhere, dude.
Yeah. Is it fun? No.
It's not fun. It's interesting.
It's a downward spiral.
at the very least.
A downward spiral in stair dimension. That's where we would go.
Stair dimension.
Stair dimension is scary.
That's obviously, for those listening, stair dimension is, of course, when you're high and you go on the stairs and then you forget that you're on the stairs, but also your whole life becomes the stairs, and it's
Slowly you rise
it's
above.
a little beautiful, but also a little terrifying, you know?
Pretty terrifying
You must
when you get
conquer
lost.
the stairs.
It's something.
Yeah, when you're on the first floor 40 times, it's kind of scary.
Yeah. Or like that time that we went to the basement and I yelled at you because I thought we were on the 2nd floor, and I was like, Raj, we're not gonna get anywhere. We're on the 2nd floor, and you're like, "This is the basement." And then 3 minutes later, I was like, "Oh, this is the basement."
The group will be climbing trees without using their hands. To demonstrate Kakashi... What?
This is the best scene of the entire show.
It reminds
Honestly,
me of
I
the
really
rope
loved it.
in like gymnastics.
Oh,
They
yeah.
used to do ring the bell when you have to like climb up without your feet, and it's the hardest shit ever, and I never could do it.
Yeah. Well, these guys have to walk
I
straight...
could. I'm strong.
Whoa.
I'm Sakura.
Oh my god, Emma
Sakura
just
Wait,
came
with no
for
feet?
you.
I'm Sakura.
You can do the rope with no feet.
I don't know. We never actually did.
Emma did it
like,
with
exactly
Emma
all
could do the
teeth.
rope to all teeth. Like a big bite at a time.
Honestly, I don't remember whether or not they were feet, but I know that I always went to the top of the rope thing
Feet
for everybody
only, dude.
else.
And
Emma-
I could do it but with feet.
Emma is a master of chakra control.
That's true. Katra, actually, we call it on the streets.
It sounds like a drug
Oh
you
my
get on the
God.
streets. Bro, you got some of that Katra? You got any of that Katra, bro? If I start smoking Katra, you guys gotta stop me. Like, I feel like if I come to you guys, yo, you want to hit some Katra? Sit me down.
If you smoke chakra, I'll be cool with it. But if you smoke that
Katra?
Katra rock,
No, please sit me down and be like, Raj, you have a problem. This is it.
You can stop when you want.
I can't stop when I want, but
Once he starts smoking Katra, he no longer can stop when he
That's
wants.
true. You
that's
can't-
it.
you can't
Once
stop
Katra
Katra.
gets you, you're climbing trees and shit.
That's true.
bro, you are up those trees. How many assassination attempts did you get at Kohl's? Like
Quite a lot.
a few a
often.
day, right?
Yeah, it has to be.
I mean, at Burger King, dude, people try and kill me all the
All
time.
the time. See, my favorite assassination attempt. This is real.
Uh-oh.
So, I was at the register, just chilling, and there's a guy just walking, right? And I think he was trying to steal. So, because the day before I wasn't working, but somebody stole 15 Fitbits straight up in the broad daylight.
Oh yeah, you told me about that.
So there's like, so when you walk in, there's like a Fitbit stand straight up. There's like 16 security guards waiting, and someone stole them. 15 of them, which is about like $1,000+.
That's a lot.
So the day after, I see
they
some
do
guy.
that?
I think he bought like a magnetic key on Amazon.
It's the same way you steal from the hub. Just bring
Whoa.
a really, really big bag.
Whoa, don't expose. Don't expose.
Cut that out.
Yeah, you got to,
cut
otherwise
that
you get
out.
arrested.
They want me dead. But
Just in case you don't cut it out, the Hub is this really shitty food court on campus. We're not stealing from anything.
Yeah,
that's real.
no, it's a metaphor.
Also, yeah, we don't actually steal.
No
We
such
just-
thing. We don't steal.
We have such good times that we steal fun from
Yeah.
And happiness,
Not
and from
food.
others.
food.
Not food.
Stealing food from the hub?
No. What a
You
pedophile.
worked in retail.
I worked retail.
And I worked in fast food.
We know
I
how hard
worked
it is
in
to
real
work.
food.
And you worked in real food.
I worked in customer service, yeah.
Yeah, you worked.
Look, the point is we know how much stealing affects a place, you know?
We do.
Like the Land of Waves. If someone stole there, man, think about their economy.
Yeah, they're fucked.
Yeah.
You got nothing to steal out there, honestly.
We don't steal, Emma.
Come on, Emma.
God,
Come
Emma.
on.
But anyway, so this guy, right? He goes near the Fitbit thing,
That's fine.
and we're like, I get a little hesitant. I'm like, oh man, he looks a little sus. I might as well. I didn't call them, like my security desk. I was like, hey guys, he's stealing, but like, hey guys, if you want to point the camera that way,
I'm not
take
saying
a look.
anyone's stealing, but look.
Well, look.
Yeah.
Then he kind of got the message when several security guards just started lining up, and he I don't know why, but he just started running, and a gun fell from his pocket.
Oh my gosh!
So you really almost got like capped.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And my favorite second one, which is real quick, is that this a credit card scam people do is, you know, they scam, they get money on a gift card, or they use a stolen
Right.
Kohl's card or whatever, and they buy like mad electronics and shit.
Yeah.
So this guy comes up to me, buys a fuck ton of shit. My coworker goes, hey, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick, right? So I'm just scanning it normally and make conversation, and then I get a call, and it's my coworker in the bathroom. He's like, hey, so an hour ago, this guy tried to scam me, and he's gonna scam you.
Ooh, shit.
So I was like, oh, I could fuck with him. Yay.
Wait. What'd you do? Like, did you like tell him that he couldn't buy the stuff?
No, I started fucking with him.
Okay.
So I would like scan things, but I'd start juggling it.
Wait, but did he still buy the stuff?
No.
Okay, I was
We'll
gonna
get
say, like, you still got scammed.
No,
It doesn't
so-
matter if you juggle.
I
Wait, how did
started-
he get scammed? It's not-
I'll get the store. Or whatever.
I started juggling it. I'd be like, you know what? You don't need this. This is pretty shit. And I'd throw it away. I would just
Damn.
fuck with him. And then, like, I pull up, he wanted to buy, like, a fucking huge knife. And I was like, oh, this is cool. And he grabs it and goes, yeah, look, it does this. And he starts making stabbing motions towards me. And I was like, okay, I gotta end the bit now. So I was like, hey, ID, please. And he's like, what? What do you want? An ID? I'm like, yeah, give me an ID. And he goes, it's in my car. I'll be back. And he drops the knife and just starts booking it.
Yep. That's
It is so
Wow.
wacky.
Jeez.
And then they had this, I think it was really cool. It was like, out of nowhere an elephant noise, which is like
What?
I don't think I heard that.
No, it's weird. I wrote it down because it was
like a transition noise.
No, it was just like as soon as that scene like ends and they just stare at each other. Yeah. There's like an elephant like what do they do, like scream or some shit? Yeah, there's that plays. Holy fucking shit! That happened, and it's like I took it as symbolism for like the elephant in the room, because he's like,
is that they're in love with each other?
Yeah. And it's the first time Sasuke's like coming to Naruto, and he's like, "Hey, you're human, and we have to talk and stuff."
Join my literary analysis corner.
My anime analysis corner.
My anime analysis corner.
And I'll
All we
join
talk about
Allie's
is
making
Caillou.
elephant noise corner.
I already have my Cole's Corner thing going. If I could find another minute to get into another corner,
another miniature podcast to have in the middle of mine. That's so funny.
We have a separate mic over there. We don't need this one.
While I read the outline, you talk in the corner.
You could just hear it during this one.
Whenever we pause, it's like, oh, it's cold.
At Tazuna's, Naruto and Sasuke eat like barbarians because they're still competing even at the dinner table, and they stuff themselves so much that they start vomiting.
Oh my gosh! And my girl Sakura.
Yeah, she's like, guys, there's no point to eating if you're just gonna throw it up.
Because she saw all those homeless kids 2 seconds ago who were starving.
She's getting a little more woke.
Yeah, and dude, food waste is a huge issue. You know, 1/3 of the food that's bought is thrown
after
away.
dinner while everybody's.
It's true.
Well, everybody. That'll be the cut people off sound.
Like at the Oscars when they make it too long.
Yeah.
Do some research, alright? Number 6, plastic. It turns out it's polystyrene. Styrofoam is bad for the environment.
But now it turns like
instead of Kyo, every time Emma goes on, we just use that.
Hug a tree sometimes, alright?
Run up a tree.
Run up a tree sometimes. Take some Katra. Go crazy.
Inari, he can claim this guy is his father all he wants, but she also decided to claim him as her husband? How did that work out? Did she just decide that she was going to marry him because her son came home with a new friend?
Oh, maybe.
No, it was just one of the things where, as he explained in his story, they became inseparable after.
Yeah,
no, but the son and this newfound
okay.
inseparable.
If I could put my shoes inside of an old widow who is just decrepit, not getting any action anytime soon.
Wait, that's not the saying. It's you can be in her shoes. Your shoes are inside her.
If I could put my shoes inside a widow.
What the fuck? No, listen, if I can control her like a puppeteer could with my shoes.
That's not how that works.
And there's some fucking awesome cool guy. And this guy comes into my life with my son for some reason.
Yeah, you know, it's like, I think it was just coincidental.
Do you mean if you could be in her shoes?
No, if I could be her with my shoes.
Yes, he doesn't understand the saying. Later, Inari wakes up next to the fire, and the man from the photo is there, and he's like, don't worry, I talked to the bullies. They're not going to be bothering you.
He killed those kids.
Yeah, he drowned them. Yeah,
he for sure drowned those kids.
I talked to them. I mean,
You know how it's like water dragon jutsu and it makes a dragon? There's also water drown a kid jutsu.
Hey, look, if you do it that way, it's just another ninja battle.
Yeah, that's true.
Imagine, like, Kakashi going up to a kid he doesn't like and being like, I challenge you to a ninja duel. Water drown jutsu.
Stab a kid jutsu. Because Gato...
That's basically 1,000 years of death. Water finger your asshole jutsu.
Gato of Gato transportation's an asshole because he shoots random innocent people who don't ninja battle, right?
Yeah.
But if you say it's a ninja battle, you're good.
You're good. That's it's like when gang members are killed, like, they're not really people anymore, they just become another gang, like, oh no.
Media.
Like, in the media, it's like, oh, 12 gang members died. When actually 12 people died, but it wasn't a ninja battle, so it doesn't count.
Yeah, that makes sense.
As somebody who's picked up on a lot of really bad catchphrases completely by accident, I gotta give him this one. Because you'll say things ironically, right? Yeah. You'll say something ironically to, like, get a joke or a laugh out of your friend.
Like the N-word?
Like the N-word.
No, not like the
N-word. Emma, this is you justifying your N-word use? Is this
okay.
Yeah, Emma, we keep telling you, it's not ironic.
People literally are gonna think I say the N-word. Guys, they don't understand it's a joke. Okay, but
you don't understand it's not a joke.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Okay, the point of my story is that sometimes you say things ironically and then they just creep into you.
That's true.
I say yeet a lot.
Okay, but specifically though, once I said needle burrito as a joke, and for about 2 weeks unironically, I couldn't stop saying Nito Burrito, and I was torn apart. Every single day of high school was a living disaster, okay? He can have his believe it. I support believe it.
Okay, are you okay, Emma? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Nito Burrito destroyed me.
I just want a 30-second clip of Emma in like a straitjacket, like mattress room going, Nito Burrito.
Nito Burrito destroyed me, guys.
At Zabuza's evil hideout, the assassin. This is the apple moment.
Like, I'm just thinking to myself, Haku goes like, that's
Waste
your
of an
500, like that's your 500th apple, and you gotta be fine now.
Bro, stop squeezing apples, please.
Please,
Make applesauce.
like you're recovering quickly, I guess. You're willing to crush 500 apples.
Zabuza, I can't keep making applesauce. We have like 500 jars.
And every time you ask me to get you an apple, there's a fucking sword slit in them, and we crush them. There's no reason for the sword slit.
Right, well, Haku remarks, like, bro, if you're crushing apples, you're good. We're good to
How many
go.
apples do you think he could slice with his sword? Like, you lay
At
them
once?
at once, go one
giant.
giant
He's got a
swoop.
big sword.
3 apples?
No fucking
At
way.
least 3.
At
Maybe
least
4?
are important words.
4 if they were the size of pumpkins,
5?
maybe?
That's true. Well, in every scene, his sword looks like it's a different size.
Yeah.
Okay, but
Yeah,
I
it's
think from the end of your bed to the front of it, I feel like that would be the size of this.
That's
sword.
crazy,
Yeah.
still.
So
That's
that's
like
a lot of
six
apples.
The length of an extra long
At
twin
least.
bed.
Yeah, a
lot
double
of
XL
apples.
bed. That is the length
Yeah.
of the sword.
We see Gato on the a little radio with Zabuza, and Gato's like, "You've taken too long to recover. It's time for you to kill the bridge builder." But Zabuza crushes that radio like an apple, because
Because he's hungry.
He's tired. He
That's what he does,
doesn't
right?
give a shit about Gato. He just wants to kill Kakashi.
He
now.
thinks applesauce can be made of anything. Radio sauce.
is this radio?
Radio
Haku, I crushed your radio. Can you make radio sauce?
I guess. If I meet another unconscious little boy in the forest, it might try.
I'll bring some.
Yeah,
to...
Haku has all these herbs now, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's to spice the applesauce.
Exactly.
Well, the
Yeah.
radio sauce.
It all
Or
goes
the-
back to the applesauce.
Yeah.
You gotta make it taste good somehow.
I've got some concussion news, if anybody wants to hear.
Did you get another concussion?
No.
Okay.
Concussion 2.
No, it's okay. We're already at like concussion 5. But so I went to health services today, right? And it was my last day with Janet at
Yeah.
health services. So that was very emotional.
Does she love you?
Bye, Dr. Janet.
Janet and I are in love. Yes. She tells me the same stories every week and then touches my knee a lot.
Well, because she knows you have a concussion, so you
Yeah.
can't remember that.
But she looks at me, and at this point, we're like 3.5 weeks into the concussion, right? And she told me, because I asked her, I'm like, hey, my family really wants to know when this is going to be done. Do you have any predictions?
Has it been 3.5
And
weeks?
yeah, 3.5 weeks. I know.
Oh.
Raj keeps going, Emma, when's your concussion over? And I always think that Raj cares, and then it turns out it's just that he wants to smoke with me. Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair.
And I can't smoke with a concussion. But anyway, so I was talking to Janet today, and I was like, yeah, my family wants to know when this will be over. And Janet, the entire time, for context, had always said, like at the beginning of, when I first hit my head, she goes, yeah, most concussions are done within 2 to 3 weeks. Like, so it should only be 2 to 3 weeks. But now we're at the 3.5 week point. And I go, Janet, any uptate? Do we know when we
this a
think,
tumor?
like, do you have an ex?
Is this it?
Am I anemic?
Oh, because that is the worst thing you could ever have,
It's
Joshua. Yeah, Josh was a bit anemic.
A former anemic.
Former anemic. Sorry, I don't want to be offensive.
Recovering.
I'm in remission. I'm not recovering. I
my
could totally go
gosh.
back if I wanted to.
It's like the opposite of I can quit if I want to.
I can stop whenever I want.
I can go back to anemia whenever I want.
Stop taking my iron. I do
Oh my
what else.
But so I asked Janet today, I go, Janet, so when do we think we're going to be done? And she changed the dates. She's like, oh yeah, I mean, it typically takes 4 to 6 weeks for a concussion to go away.
She's tricking
I'm like,
you.
This is big
Janet.
pharma right
She
now.
doesn't want to stop seeing you. So.
because we're in love. So I don't know. Turns out, like everybody says, like my family's convinced. They're like, Emma, you're not concussed because when you're not stressed out, like your concussion, like the symptoms go away and everything.
Yeah.
Like you're still concussed, you shouldn't do stuff. But if you're not stressed, you feel normal. And so my family's been convinced for the past like 3.5 weeks
That you've just been
that I've been
milking
lying
it?
and I don't have a concussion.
Wow.
And here Janet is with another 4 to 6 weeks. And so how am I supposed to tell my family? Oh no,
Yikes.
double the time.
Doctor's note.
I have a
For your
doctor's
family
note.
functions.
Because they're like, Emma,
Emma, come down to
bullshit.
dinner. Nah, can't. I've got a note.
Got a concussion.
Because they look at me and they're like, bull fucking shit. My brother did this science experiment
Oh
with me.
fucking shit!
That's what they say to me. Oh my gosh, it was Easter and I'm sitting there and they're like, oh Emma, how you doing? How's college? And I like try to talk about like what's going on with the concussion. And my brother, because he had to drive me home because you can't drive with a concussion, he tells me, he goes, Emma, you're not concussed. I'm like, Ken, what do you mean?
I'm gonna crash this car right now, Emma, and you're not gonna have a concussion.
The whole thing is that when he was driving me home, he apparently conducted a science experiment.
Oh, yes.
Right. I think I told Liam about this. I'm not sure if I told everyone else.
Totally, yeah.
But, basically, though, what was happening is that he turned on the music really, really loudly because he's a new driver. Like, he just got his license. He thinks he's hot shit.
That's what you do.
Right. Yeah. And so he had his music on super loudly, and my younger sister was shotgun because they wouldn't let me ride shotgun. It was quite
It made you sit in the back?
Yeah, I'm the oldest sibling. I'm the oldest sibling. This entire concussion thing, they've been like, we're in charge now, bitch. Yeah. This is from years of your tyranny.
God.
So he turns the music on to like 55. I'm like, Ken,
55.
turn that shit down. I know, it was insane. That was so fucking loud.
50's one thing.
54 even? Well, it's important for the story though, right? And I'm like, Ken, turn that down, please. Like, I'm not supposed to do the whole loud noises thing. And he goes, okay, and he turns it down to 53. I'm like, dude, that made no difference. Turn it down more, and he goes, okay, and he turns it down to 52. I'm like, fucking fine. Like, I guess I'm just not gonna win this battle, so I just sit there in the back.
I guess I'll go down.
Yeah, I just sit in the back with my head kind of hurting. I'm like, oh shit, this is just gonna be an hour of drive time with my head exploding. And then I started like singing along and everything. I'm like, just lean into it, like have some fun with it. And then apparently throughout the course of the car ride, he turned it slowly up and up and up. Point where I didn't realize.
And you started enjoying the music.
Right, because he started playing songs that I liked, right? And so at the dinner table at Easter, he's like, Emma, you don't have a fucking concussion.
Exposed you?
Yeah, he's like, you said turn down the music. And then as soon as I started playing songs you liked, boom, no concussion. Therefore...
I love how he whips it out. Emma, exposed.
Yeah, he didn't tell me until Easter fucking dinner when we're all sitting around. And he's like, yeah, by the way, extended family, Emma doesn't have a concussion.
Bust out
She's
case
a liar.
files and everything on the table.
Videotape of the car.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
Fucking projector down with the screen. He's like, I gotta finish.
Not
I know.
clickbait, guys. This is not clickbait.
So I need Janet to like start coming to my family outings and be like, being like, no, this is not a lie. Keep sending
4 to
Emma to
6
my
weeks.
office.
What she
Four to
said
6
was shocked.
I'd assume you bring your girlfriend to like family functions. And
Oh
stuff. Like,
yeah,
that's
I mean
normal.
we are madly in love. They did that thing that I hate in like Man of Steel. The reason why I thought Man of Steel
Darn,
this
More
movie-
talking about why Emma hates Man of Steel.
Man of Steel made me so fucking mad, and it's literally like I could get over like there were a couple things in the movie that I didn't particularly like, but there was just this one bit toward the end of the movie where, by the way, like the battle sequence lasts like 45 minutes.
Spoilers if you haven't seen Man of Steel.
Yeah.
Well,
Man of
it's
Steel
all really
spoilers.
vague stuff, but like basically though, when two of the characters are fighting, there are so many fucking instances to just stab each other and get the goddamn 45-minute fight over with, but they would go strut.
Oh my God.
I killed your mother.
Oh,
Strut,
yeah, I love
strut.
talking.
And like try to, it's like Dr. Doofenshmirtz in Phineas and Ferb. I'm going to tell you my entire plan just so
Yeah.
maybe you can ruin it.
Well,
and they basically did that
This
though.
is a little
Yeah,
different
yeah.
though, because Haku like actively doesn't want to kill the
Well,
kids.
yeah, but it
That's
was
true, but still,
it wasn't just that
It's
one
Dr.
moment though.
Doofenshmirtz-esque.
Right, like, and
I guess.
it wasn't that it just happened then. It was that moment started how they did it for the entire rest
Yeah,
of the 4
okay.
episodes we watched.
I'd
It was
be-
all Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
I'd be pretty mad if I died to Haku because Haku sounds like the fitness gram push-up person. Like, we are now gonna begin the push-up section.
Oh,
Are
yeah.
you
Oh,
ready?
the
Oh,
fitness
kind
gram
of,
pacer
yeah.
test.
No, see, I was thinking about the pacer test one, but no, it's specifically the boring, like, just get over with it tone of the
Down.
push-up one.
We didn't do
Because-
that.
Up,
Down.
down.
Yeah, I
Because
didn't do
Haku's,
that.
Haku's like, we're gonna,
That's
like,
awful.
we don't even want to kill you guys.
Yeah.
This is it. Like, even Sasuke's bored as fuck. He's like, I'm trembling with positivity and ready to kill you. And it's just bored.
That is so weird.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
like a deaf person who has an amputee. It just sucks.
Wow.
Right.
All right, Joshua.
What would you do? I'm sorry, that's your real question. You know, there's always a question like, what language do deaf people think in? What if you don't have any hands? What are you
guess-
supposed to do?
That's actually a great question.
I know.
Also, deaf schizophrenics. What do they hear?
So many questions.
I know.
Get a deaf person on the podcast.
But I wonder if that actually happens very. I mean, I know that there was the whole Helen Keller thing where she was both blind and deaf, so I guess stuff like that happens.
It
But
does.
Wow.
It really do.
But
I have trouble sometimes remembering which one is Helen Keller and which one's Anne Frank. Only because I like learned about them at the same time.
They're not the same.
No.
No, when I looked up something about Anne Frank on Google, because I do that often, you know how Google has like those questions, like the suggested questions
Yeah.
in the white
Yeah.
boxes. The first one was Anne Frank deaf, dumb, and blind, and I was like, oh Jesus Christ.
Christ.
Really?
Oh,
Yes.
Google.
Close. You're
And
really
the,
close.
the little thing was like, no. Just
both shuriken transform, they were actually clones of Naruto, and they fucking kick the shit out of the samurai.
Naruto's definitely going hardcore on the Zabuza like weight training plan because those shuriken are like tiny as fuck.
Yeah, which means was he holding like his whole weight when he was doing that?
I think when he like hid under the shadow, he just like crunched all of his organs inside like an accordion.
Oh my god.
Like an accordion?
And just like crunched himself downward.
Wait, there's a pun there, like an organ.
With
like
organ and accordion? I know, I heard it too.
Accordion.
That sounds like a corgi, though.
Yeah, it
Imagine a corgi, but like an
accordion. That'd be cute.
Just like everywhere they like that dog from Toy Story, like where it walks, just
like
to
a
drag
slinky.
he's like a slinky.
Slinky dog,
Exactly.
yeah.
Cosplayers are cool, but until you cosplay as a substitution log, I don't want to hear it.
Real Naruto fans go as a log.
If it's a log in a smoke machine, you just throw yourself everywhere behind
Oh my
people.
gosh.
Every time someone moves, you jump where they were. Whatever Zabuza's goal may be, Haku's dream is to help him achieve it.
Number one, like most like fit person in the world, probably.
Yeah.
He's like really
0% body
insecure,
fat.
like
Yeah.
0% body fat, sword slits in everywhere he goes.
That's what Haku does.
Does he have that already?
Goes around and he cuts the slits and
That's
everything.
why they have the little needles to just poke like really accurate
Wait,
holes.
but so Zabuza isn't doing this for Gato because we know that Zabuza hates Gato. So
Well-
what's up with Zabuza and the bridge builder?
No, because he wants the money to keep them covered.
Yeah, no. Zabuza is doing this for Gato, I think.
No, because he says no. If he did this without Gato, he would look like a murderer. So we know that he was planning on killing people anyway.
Well,
It's just in him. That's what
Yeah,
he does.
it's
He
what-
kills
yeah.
people. Look, rent
So he's an
isn't cheap
assassin,
at that
not a
little
murderer.
fucking swamp prison he lives in.
but also remember, it got like alluded to that Haku and Zabuza are on the run from something.
Oh, I wasn't sure about that. I knew that they were like cold-blooded
water
killers.
people
Oh yeah, I
police.
forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but-
So there's kind of a lot of questions up in the air. But what we know now is that Haku's dream is just to help Zabuza.
It's
Okay.
PETA.
Yeah.
Because they saw fucking Haku kick dogs and they've been
Oh,
on
yeah.
his ass ever
This
since.
whole
Peta's
time,
intense,
Peta's
man.
been after Haku. And also Zabuza raises those bunnies in captivity.
Oh my god.
Just to
He
get them
does?
fucking killed for substitutions.
Oh,
white
that.
bunny.
I
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
that.
Yeah, so it's been Peta this whole time. Peta's the big bad in Naruto. Zabuza's the only person to ever see his Sharingan twice,
Right.
and he sure as fuck won't see it 3 times.
Yeah.
These guys
it's
just keep
pretty
coming at
badass,
each other
man.
going, I'm not going to fall for it again. You're not going to fall for it again.
know.
I'm going to make sure you don't.
Which is the Doofenshmirtz thing. I'm telling
A
you.
little bit.
Yeah.
A little
I
bit.
see more as, you know when we both flop our dicks on a table? It's just that. Like, these two guys just keep...
To be clear, no. This is a metaphor that we use. You know,
Yeah,
like
okay.
listen. No, like if there's a girl that we don't know that we're like kind of talking to,
Yeah.
it's
The both of you talking to this one same girl?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And there's a
Okay.
moment of metaphorical dick flopping.
No,
Of like who
no,
should
it's-
get with the girl?
Yeah, where you just
It's not
sort
like
of
a girl
shrug.
that like we like intimately talk about, like, oh yeah, like we just run into her like the hub and we both go, yeah, she's attractive, and we
Yeah.
just start a conversation.
And then it's a test
It's
of
a-
who can.
Oh, so
hold
there's
good
one girl.
conversation.
All right.
Yeah.
Awful.
Yeah. But that's what we call it. Dick
But this
flopping.
is essentially what these guys are doing, just flopping their dicks.
Yeah,
up, like,
pretty much.
You're not gonna live through this one. No, you're not gonna live through this.
Yeah, seriously.
Wait, fucking Zabuza comments on that too. Isn't he like, you told me like this is gonna be my last
Yeah,
round, you
you're-
lie.
Yeah.
That's
You are a
true.
liar. I'm killing you
Yeah.
because you're a liar.
He really thought that Kakashi could see the fucking future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had a whole midlife crisis.
So he was
Put that in
convinced,
your
he's like, I
bingo
guess
book.
I'm gonna die. Kakashi can see the future.
Yeah.
There's no hope.
Can
for
put
me.
that in my
flipped
bingo
out.
book.
Yeah. I forgot
Oh,
about
me
that.
too.
Right before that, Haku's like, I don't want to kill you. I've got like one strand left of good left inside
Yeah.
of me.
Yeah.
That is fucked.
It's dark, man.
I'm imagining he's like the pacer push-up person. Like, I don't want to kill you.
Up,
I'm down.
I don't want to make you go up and down.
But bitch,
Just
I will.
stay down. Thank you.
That's really good.
Thanks.
I feel like if they took all these ninja powers they had and kind of applied them how like Avatar: Last Airbender did, where they made like
Wait,
entertainment.
Not with
Avatar
the blue people. Not with the
Not
blue
the blue people.
Relevant,
Unless you're
relevant.
talking blue people, I don't want to talk.
But basically, you know how they like formed entertainment based off their Avatar powers? Like
Yeah.
they had
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You understand how cool a slip and slide could be with like Haku? Just that'd be
Oh
the
my God.
coolest thing. Like Sasuke's here blowing fire from his fucking fingers and shit.
Which is
like,
pretty cool.
Yeah.
These guys can monopolize, quite honestly.
Yeah.
They could take over the Avatar not blue people. Again, let's just take Avatar the not blue people out of the market. Because
Yeah,
again,
who
unless you're
cares?
talking Avatar blue
Don't
sorry,
think
unless
they've
you're
been
talking
on
blue
the
people, I don't want
market
to talk.
for a while.
Just get them out of there.
That shit ended in like 2010.
Zabuza has thought about this. He's had some time planning.
Well, this is his whole shtick, is murdering people in Mist.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's his day job.
You have like murderers, you always have like a signature thing they do.
Oh
right.
That's it.
This is in Mist.
Wait, do you know how Kakashi, or I keep swapping the names, but Zabuza, of course, has all of these self-confidence, like body issues, right? That's why he's always in such thick mist, that way people can't see him. And he can't see himself.
That's so sad.
That is sad.
I know.
Oh, so I want to give him a hug, but he'd probably kill me.
Telling you fanfiction. Oh, Miley Flanagan says she refuses to read the fanfictions.
I know. But maybe if she listens to this podcast, she'll listen to our fanfiction.
Ooh, maybe.
And if you're listening to this, please write fanfiction. That'd be so funny.
So funny.
Yeah, we haven't started it yet, but if you start, we'll start, okay? 15, I don't think it's just that, like, it kind of moved at a slower pace and, you know, all the Doofenshmirtz moments, but I think also, you know, like, when you're watching baseball or any sports game, right, like, you like...
Honestly, I don't know.
Me neither.
Well, I know. My family plays sports. Talking to you, Ken. You may not think I have a concussion, but I know what you do. Anyway, so when you're watching a sports game as a whole, you know, at least for me,
Sports game.
when
you're watching a game of
ball.
sports ball.
but when you're watching any game, you get really, really excited when it's a fighting chance of winning, and you get excited when they're winning, but it's not exciting when your team is losing and there's no fucking chance of anybody winning, which is why, like, there's so few Mets fans, I feel like.
Oh, damn.
Well, that's true, because my entire
Sports ball. Despite the fact that the battle is drawn out, it's also a long battle.
Right.
Yeah,
you know?
It's like Man of Steel with their 45-minute battle.
Man of Steel.
Actually, stop talking about
Man of Steel, it scarred me.
Save it for the podcast.
I lost
Save it for your own Man of Steel podcast.
I lost so many friends in high school because they were all like, "Oh, I love Marvel," and I was like, "Well, what do you love DC?" And they're like, "Yeah." I'm like, "What about Man of Steel?" And they're like, "It's amazing." I'm like, "It sucks."
Interesting.
This is such a weird thing because, like, even with, like, Blue People Avatar, no one I knew seen it. No one I know has seen Man of Steel.
Yeah, at least with Blue People Avatar, no one remembers it, but everyone's seen it.
Personally, I don't think I've met anyone who's even remembered
Every white
it.
person's seen it.
Every white
person.
person.
Well,
has
that's
seen
why
Blue
Raj
People
doesn't
Avatar.
know it.
Yeah, I guess.
Haku's like, your friend was a real ninja.
Yeah,
like
he had like an
I thought you were gonna say a real N-word.
No, a real ninja.
I was like, he's gonna say it. He's gonna do it.
No, nobody's gonna say it. What's with you and this weird obsession?
You just edit it out.
Just throw a bleep in there.
Imagine.
Yeah, imagine if we just bleeped out every time that anybody said ninja.
But only after, like, the first letter of ninja. Yeah, so everyone was like, oh, no.
Miley's like, I signed on for this. They did make me say the letter N and then stop for some odd reason.
Oh. Zabuza is still in the mist, and he doesn't really believe that Kakashi is going to do anything. He's like, come on, what are you going to do, bitch?
Come at me.
Get out of
What are
here.
you going to write down something? Fucking nerd.
Take out Make Out Paradise.
Zabuza would
Reading
bully
is for
someone
nerds.
for reading.
Reading and
True.
writing.
Reading is for nerds.
Reading is for nerds.
That's
Zabuza's probably illiterate.
Zabuza?
Yeah. I mean, he didn't get into school. He kind of killed everyone.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, do you learn how to read and write in ninja school?
I mean,
You must.
I mean,
Well,
I
no,
guess.
maybe they go. Isn't it like high schools? Maybe you go to regular school before, and then go to ninja school.
No.
Excuse me. No, because they're like 12.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I mean, Naruto's an orphan, and all he knew was ninja school, so, like, he had to learn
True.
from that.
So are they all
Or maybe Iruka was
illiterate?
sad. I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think that they like expect the parents to teach it, but if Naruto didn't have parents, then he figured it out.
And, if,
Yeah.
and depending
Or
on when
Or he didn't. We
Sasuke's...
don't know if he can write.
Maybe
Yeah, that's
Iruka
true.
taught him. I don't know. Iruka's kind of always talking about him.
That's true. Iruka could have taught him. Oh, imagine if they went to the ramen place and he made Naruto, like, write out what he wanted. Teach him how to write. Oh,
Is there
It's a very
alphabet
cool
ramen
moment.
noodles? Is that a thing?
Oh my gosh.
Like
so
Martha
cute.
speaks.
like
He
Martha
just fed,
speaks.
He just fed him alphabet ramen, and then he could speak.
Oh.
That's
Wait,
adorable.
we're talking if he can read and write, not if he can speak.
He could only say.
Okay, yeah.
You know how, like, every kid's, like, first word is, like, either, like, mom or dad or whatever?
Right.
Naruto's just believe it.
Oh,
And
definitely.
that's all
yes.
he knew.
Or ramen.
That's why
It
he
could
says
have
it all the
been
time. It's his, like,
Ramen.
little nervous tick.
Believe
Believe
it.
it.
It's his stutter.
Aw.
This does raise an interesting question, though. Is Martha Speaks illiterate? Like, can Martha Speaks read and write?
I don't
Let's
know. I
ask
don't know
Martha.
what it
She
is.
can tell you too.
If you
'cause she
feed
can
her,
speak.
I
That's true.
guess, ink and paper in the shape of letters, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, if eating alphabet soup made Martha speak.
Well, she's not opposable thumb, so there's the writing thing that's hard.
You could type on a typewriter.
She has big paws.
For the
Oh.
record,
She's
I
a
have
big
no
dog.
idea what Martha Speaks is, so
Yeah,
trying to understand
well,
what the
let me
context
explain.
is.
It's an anime.
It's It's on PBS.
There it is.
It was at 4 o'clock every day. I ran home from the bus.
Wait, was it right before Fetch with Ruff Ruffman?
I don't know. I turned it off.
I apparently didn't watch a lot of PBS. I don't know what any of this is.
I
So
had cable during
they
this
fed
era.
their dog a bowl of alphabet soup, and then she could talk. And she had to keep eating alphabet
That's a
soup,
dog.
but she lost her speech.
I think it went Martha
Okay.
Speaks, Word Girl, Fetch with Ruff Ruffman, and then like PBS
That's probably
documentaries.
true because
I
I hate
What
did.
was
Girl.
Cyber Chase?
Mm.
Yeah,
I would turn
I
it
just
off.
said Cyber Chase.
I was into Cyber Chase.
Yeah.
That's before I think that was before Martha Speaks
yeah,
and Word Girl.
Cyber Chase was creepy as fuck.
My mom fucking hates Cyber Chase.
What?
It's surreal
Wait,
as
the bird
shit.
with the
Melinda,
weird
are you
little
serious?
hat?
Yeah, did
Yeah,
you?
the bird. Digit? Thank you.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe you. Of course, actually, of course you know that.
Is there like a word? You know how weebs are people who are super into anime?
Yeah.
Is there a word for
PBS.
people who are into PBS?
Peebs.
Peebs.
Guess I'm a peep.
Hashtag Allie's a peeb confirmed.
I'm proud of it, okay?
A peeboo.
Peebs and proud.
Peeboo and proud. Fuck. There's a lot of spinning in this
Lot of
episode.
spinning.
Yeah.
Beyblade collab when?
Subtle Beyblade product placement, you know? They don't want to say let it rip, but they do let it rip.
When Naruto's slowly fucking, so he goes from I believe it to remember, he's just gonna start saying let it rip. And no one's gonna question it.
Let it rip.
Naruto, what's that wacky phrase you always say? Oh, let it rip.
Well,
Yeah, that's the
My
one.
other Lincoln was saying that she just stopped saying believe it after a while. Maybe, hey, it's lining up so far.
Maybe
you
it's
know?
to say let it rip.
Yeah.
For all we know, in Shippuden, every other sentence, he goes, let it rip.
The kunai or Beyblades, these are fucking
Oh
fly.
my gosh.
As resentment of their Kekai Genkai... Oh, fuck, there's no way I'm
Gecko.
going to be able to say
Gecko,
that.
gecko.
Okay, look, for people at home, I think it's Keki Genkai. I am going to say Gecko because otherwise I'm going to stumble every time.
Gecko Gek time, bro.
Gecko Gekai?
Just Gecko.
Gecko, yeah.
Okay. As resentment of their Gecko grew
That does not sound better.
It really, truly doesn't. Well, members of the clan went into hiding, terrified of the cruelty of those lost in ignorance, something Haku notes Sasuke is also likely familiar with.
Yeah.
Because as we learned in the last episode, the Sharingan is a form of Gecko
yeah.
Sharingan.
Which, for those just listening, a Keke Genkai... Got it.
Ooh.
Nailed
Hey!
it.
Yeah.
As long as that is
Gecko.
how you say it, yeah.
Yeah.
That is a jutsu that is exclusive to one clan, one bloodline, and only they can do it, which means a technique like the Sharingan, which copies jutsu, can't copy it. It's like a genetic
Right.
thing.
That's cool.
Haku's mother, a member of the Kekai Genkai... Motherfucker! A member of the Gecko caring bloodline... met and fell in love with his father, a simple farmer. Now, I can't say any words.
Ooh.
Just say
Just gecko for everything we're gonna
It's
say.
alright. Just
So
give
the
Raj the
Gecko
outline,
in the
tap out,
Gecko
boy.
with the Gecko.
Gecko it.
Gecko it. I can't gecko it.
I'm gonna become a gecko someday.
I wish that's what he said.
Haku's like, you have to protect your gecko person. Or your precious gecko.
There it is.
Imagine when Sasuke was passing out and just like he was like when he was like finally going like to death.
Yeah.
Find my gecko.
He's like, don't give up on your dreams. Please be a gecko.
Become a gecko.
You can do it.
Aw, well now I kind of want Naruto to become a gecko.
Imagine the Gecko
I'll
Gecko
get you
list,
some
but with
Photoshop.
like
Oh my gosh, I can't. It's Geico Gecko. That's so
Oh
hard
wait,
to say.
okay.
Call out the Geico Gecko.
Gecko sponsor us.
Maybe we could get the Geico Gecko. We could do an interview.
Sponsor.
Or a sponsor. Yeah, Geico. Oh, fuck, my car insurance actually is Geico.
Ooh. I forget what my car insurance
Mine's
is. I think
Of course, I won't say what I think of my car insurance until we maybe get a sponsorship. Look, I'm just saying.
And then we'll drop all the 5-star ratings for Geico.
Oh yeah, and then
And the gecko.
I'll record in like afterwards. I'll make sure every Kiki Genkai, every time I say that, instead of Gecko, I'll say Geico Gecko.
There it is.
So that like we'll really get some brand synergy going, you know?
Oh my God.
Hopefully, I've been watching a lot of South Park and a lot of wacky shit happens through electronics. So while we're sponsoring, if we like, hey, if you could hear us on the other side wherever you are, we all have iPhones. Please sponsor us from the dead.
Yeah.
We do all have iPhones,
Tim
actually.
Cook's got our back, man.
I mean, yeah, but like
Tim
if,
Cook's probably a weeb.
I mean, definitely Tim Cook's a weeb, but like if Steve Jobs came down and said, "Yeah, I'll sponsor this fucking Naruto podcast,"
Yeah.
what are they gonna do? Be mad?
if they get podcasts in heaven, I like to believe that Steve Jobs
Believe
is
it.
listening to NaruTalk. I do believe it. Thank you.
That's what religion is that? I want to subscribe to that Bible.
Is the podcast in heaven religion?
I want that.
So, Haku's mother and father settle down for a simple farm life. As Haku's inborn abilities like water manipulation manifest with age, Haku's mother uses physical and emotional abuse to like really force Haku to stop doing it.
Like Harry Potter.
Like the Dursleys! Very slick.
Good job,
Yo,
Joshua.
that's full circle. Because episode 1, we always talked about... I kept just being like,
Oh, yeah.
Harry Potter and Naruto are the same.
Yeah, because the magic mushroom and all that, right?
Ooh.
The big fucking tree.
Damn.
Yeah, the tree, the
This is
car.
The huge
right?
car and tree that
We all listen, we
Sasuke drove.
And when they have wands and Naruto
I was
has
believing
wands.
you when you said that too, Raj.
Zabuza's sword was a 12-foot fucking wand.
Yo.
Naruto's scar, his lightning-shaped scar.
The whiskers. The whiskers, if they were like a little jagged, they could be lightning-shaped whiskers.
That's amazing.
When fucking Harry and Ron are on the train, and when Harry shows him his scar when he pulls up his hair, it's just a
He
Naruto
says,
headband.
Or he's got like a Sharingan.
Oh my god.
Kakashi, Kakashi has a scar.
Oh, yeah.
This is now a Harry Potter fucking podcast. What's up, J.K. Rowling?
Wait, Harry Podcast. No, Harry.
No, that works. Harry
Does that work?
Podcast.
Harry Podcast?
Harry Potter.
Or
I mean, people can mistake us for a really like hairy body positive podcast. Probably. Today we're reviewing Raj's arms. They're pretty hairy.
oh yeah, it's good though.
You got a
Thank
good
you.
amount of hair on your
Thank
arms,
you.
Raj.
Yeah.
How would you describe it from the feel?
Ooh, combable.
Harry.
For those at home, everybody just felt. Well, I didn't. Here we go. Okay. Yep. Everybody just felt Raj's arm hair.
It's Harry. So.
It is. Yeah. It feels like arm hair.
Imagine a perfectly hairy arm.
If you're on the subway listening to NaruTalk Pod, what I want you to do is go over to a man who has hairy arms and stroke his arm hair.
Fill 'em up.
If he asks, "Why are you feeling my arm hair?" then you plug the podcast.
There you go.
It's a win-win situation.
One of us.
Yeah, put an earbud in his ear for this segment.
Shove it
Share
in there.
your earwax.
Exactly. Yeah, and then tell him to give us a 5-star review if he appreciated the arm hair stroke.
And
you
if
know?
you didn't, still.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if,
still-
if he's mad, run. I don't know.
Run, who cares?
Oh,
Naruto
yeah.
run away.
Naruto, run away, frog hop away.
Tell
man.
him to give us a 5-star review still and talk about all of his issues with us.
Exactly.
We'll see it.
Yeah, 5-star reviews. That's the way to do it. God, this little side segment that we did had the most tie-ins and callbacks. This was fucking incredible.
I can't wait for
Nice
all the
sidebar.
5-star reviews that are like some fucking weirdo pulled up to me on the bus and started stroking my
Oh,
arm.
but how amazing would that be?
If we actually got a 5-star review that said, "Don't listen to the pod. Heard this was best way to contact. Someone stroked my arm hair. Please stop encouraging."
I really hope that happens.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
It's up to you, listeners.
You know how for a while they were doing jutsu that was just water, whatever they were doing
Yeah.
in jutsu?
Yeah.
Water arm hair stroke jutsu.
Someone runs up with a water bottle,
It's a
just
baby.
pours it on their arm.
Oh, it's true. Yeah, I don't have arm hair. Really. I have like arm peach fuzz. But I think it's fun. You know?
I think my arm hair is
It's
fun.
soft.
Yeah. Go ahead, Raj. You want to touch my arm hair?
I will.
Ooh, I'm coming around.
It's nice.
ASMR arm touching now.
Oh my gosh, it is like
It is
a baby.
very
Like a baby.
soft.
Like a baby. Baby.
I
But
have
the
more arm hair
muscles,
than
you
you
could
do.
feel them
Maybe
pulsating throughout his arm.
I think I have none.
What do you think?
Yeah.
I think you have more than I do.
We,
Maybe?
everybody's got average arm hair except for Raj, who has medium arm hair, I would say. You know?
Yeah.
Medium to heavy.
What's the difference between average and medium?
Oh, that's actually an excellent point.
Thank you. All
Yeah,
right,
what I
Raj
said
has
didn't make any
perfect arm
sense.
hair. Let's
Perfect
just give him
arm
that
hair.
word.
Everybody, you know what? Everybody here has perfect arm hair, and everybody listening has perfect arm hair too.
That's a characteristic of Naruto. Do some fluff
A
for a
little dark,
while, and
little
then dark.
fluff. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Harry Potter got dark
Like
for
a nice
while.
peanut butter and fluff sandwich. You know?
Ooh, nice.
A little bit of heart in the peanut butter, a little bit of fluff in the, fluff obviously.
Fluff,
Yeah.
In the lab food.
Yes. I don't think I ate fluff as a kid.
Me neither.
I don't know.
My
parents
mom-
wouldn't buy
Fluff
Yeah.
scares me now, though, which is why I call it lab
'Cause
food.
it's
I'm like,
like-
how did you make that?
PBS and natural peanut butter. Was the way.
Oh yeah.
I have no idea what fluff is.
It's
Like
like
Marshmallow
paste.
goo.
Yeah.
It's like
imagine
it's kinda
jelly.
like glue but sugar.
Yeah, it's kind of bad.
Jelly, but instead of crushed up berries, crushed up marshmallows.
It's not very good.
I
It tastes
haven't-
like
I can't
cloud.
imagine. So
I just-
I had it once. And
Yeah.
I didn't start eating marshmallows till like a year ago.
Interesting.
Oh.
Well, you had some yesterday.
Yeah.
How were
Which, interesting taste. They looked more like me than I guess it
Because
tasted like me.
Raj toasted the marshmallow, and for reference, Raj has a huge fluff of black
Well,
hair on top of his
It's
head.
Raj's brand.
Rather, it went from a white marshmallow to a tan marshmallow.
And no, but that wasn't just it.
Yeah.
It did go from white marshmallow to a tan
It
marshmallow.
had a fluffy black top.
Yeah,
on
it had
Yeah, 'cause
like
the top
your
kind of
It was just
Brand
like
art.
father and son. It was on my Instagram story,
was a
but I'm
really
not gonna
nice
give you my
photo.
Instagram.
It was
so.
like father and son.
Yeah, it was very fluffy. Anyway, so Raj had a good marshmallow experience.
I
Fluff
did.
is not like that.
The bonfire was
No.
crazy.
Yes. Oh yeah. Yesterday we all had a little camping Thanks for coming to our private life talk. Yes. Yesterday we had a little bonfire and it was very nice.
Well, that was after we went to the beach.
Yes.
Oh,
and then got into Playland for free.
Yes. We got into Playland for free. Raj wasn't there for the beach.
Sorry, Raj.
I was Naru sleeping.
And we were Naru beaching.
Yeah.
Look, that's a good idea. Put Naru before it and then it does apply to the podcast.
Exactly.
Then people, I care. That's
Yeah.
people will think.
I guess.
Yes. Then we did a bonfire jutsu.
So one of us did
nature walk
fireball
jutsu as
jutsu.
Well,
We
first,
did have a
first
nature
there was
walk
a nature
jutsu.
walk jutsu. That one was with
Yes.
Raj, and then
we Naru
We were
bonfire.
Raj
crawling
led us
in
on the
trees.
nature walk jutsu.
Yeah.
and then
did.
we had 1,000 years of bonfire.
Oh, slick!
Thank you.
That's
And then
good.
after that, we went to. Oh gosh.
Push it.
We went to.
Keep it going.
We believed at a concert.
Okay, that
Right?
works. Oh fuck, we did go to a
did.
concert yesterday.
Yeah.
Dumpster.
Yo, we had the craziest day
Yeah,
yesterday.
follow dumpster.band on Instagram because
Yeah,
they're amazing.
it's an
They're
amazing
awesome.
band. It seriously is.
Oh,
Yeah,
and
fuck,
then-
we did a lot yesterday.
Yeah, we walked
Yeah.
10 miles for reference.
Fuck yeah.
That's like similar to how Naruto lives.
And
Yeah.
then the movie. I don't know how to
Over
make
the
it.
Garden Wall.
Yeah, but like, well,
Yeah.
Please
TV
watch
show
Over the
movie.
We
Garden
frog
Wall.
I don't know how to
Over the
make it
Garden
Naruto.
Wall.
There it is. We frog
There's
hopped
frogs
into
in
the
it.
garden wall.
There are.
There it is.
There
All right, high
we
five,
did it,
Allie.
we did it.
Oh, high five for everybody. All right.
Said high five Allie, and
Everyone was like,
I forgot it wasn't Allie for a second.
All right.
Oh, you forgot you weren't Allie because I introduced you first this time
Yeah.
around?
yeah.
It's like,
Confusing.
oh no, you ever watch Power Rangers SPD? It's when they become cops.
You're over there like watching PBS on your phone like, I'm Allie. This must be what I do.
No, but basically the whole setup to the show is that like some criminal becomes the Red Ranger, but the guy trained to be the Red Ranger becomes the Blue Ranger, and when they morph, he's so pissed the whole time. He's like, Blue, what the fuck? But
And that's you having become Allie?
No, but then his best friend from space comes and he's actually evil now, and the Red Criminal Ranger's like, listen, you gotta do this, and he hands him the Red Ranger morpher, and he's like, yeah, this feels right, and he beats the shit out of his best friend.
So are you going to beat the shit out of Allie to steal her identity? Is that what I'm hearing?
That's fine. I mean,
Done and done.
Done
Well,
and done.
I'm not confirming nor denying it, but
I can neither confirm nor deny.
on next season when you hear two of my voices, don't ask
You're
why.
doing Allie's voice in the
Liam,
corner.
Raj, and Raj.
And Rally. Oh, what a dark look at.
Rally and Randall. Oh, he'd love a son like you.
Rally and Randall. Oh, that sounds like some Disney sitcom shit.
Rally and Randall. We should pitch that to Randall.
what?
Rally and Randall.
We're
what?
pitching
What
the
we
idea of me
Changing the
living
name.
as his son.
Yeah,
He
so
would probably brown.
what we're gonna do is we're gonna put. You know how isn't there like a shed outside your house that you don't know what it's used for?
No, it's used for. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. So we put you up in there. You know, we have you sleep in there,
cold.
and then we have Raj dress as you and live as your life, and we see if Randall, Allie's dad, realizes that his daughter has been replaced by a Pakistani man.
A fluffy-haired boy.
He looks at me like a fucking villain in Scooby-Doo where he's like, you almost had me.
Something's off.
Allie, did you get some sun?
Your hair's
He'd know because I'm so white. He would know instantly.
You know I could launch into Maslow's hierarchy
well,
of needs
think about
right
it.
now.
That's why in the first episode, it opened with him fucking with the Hokage rock.
Yeah, he's trying to
Yeah.
get attention.
Exactly. Yeah,
Right.
because that's how. It doesn't matter if it's good or bad. He needs people to
Any
acknowledge
press
it.
You
is
need
good
love.
press.
Any press is good press, man.
Yeah, you need ready?
Mhm.
You need physiological needs. Number one, if you don't have like
Wait,
the
are you gonna walk through all of Maslow's hierarchy?
Yes.
I could skip it. Basically,
It's like
okay,
the third time this week.
physiological needs, safety, and then if you don't have love,
Yes.
then the things basically. Okay, so you need first you need
shit.
physiological, then safety, and then and then love, and then self-esteem, and then you can have self-actualization.
Right.
But
Maslow
if
would be
if you don't have the safety or the physiological needs, everything above it is completely torn down.
This is
Yeah.
crazy because my major psychology, and I was supposed to know this in Intro to Psych, and I had no idea what she's talking
Maslow's
about.
hierarchy is interesting.
Yeah,
The only
it's
thing,
neat.
the
It's
only thing
really
I came away with from Intro to Psych, or just Psych in general so far, is the Barnum effect. So anytime anyone mentions anything related to it,
What's the Barnum effect?
basically it's, you know
I
what,
know. You know he dropped it just so he can flex.
Yeah.
no, I'm talking about how annoying I feel because this is all I say.
Mhm.
When
No,
I hang
go
out with
ahead.
anyone, I go, "Do you know the Barnum effect?"
And you just did it on the podcast, so lay it
so
on me,
it's,
dog.
you know, tarot cards and
Oh, yes.
like all that, like Gemini,
Yeah.
all that shit, where they're like, oh, hey, you're going to go do something today. And you're like, wow, that is me. I did do something today. It's anything vague that you can apply to yourself. That's what the Barnum effect is.
Interesting.
A lot of, like, EDM music is Barnum effect.
There was so that would be like
fortune cookies.
Yeah.
You know the John Oliver on Fortune Tellers?
Yeah, last week tonight. With the mediums.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was very funny.
Yeah, check out Last Week Tonight, John Oliver on HBO.
We're plugging a lot of stuff.
Yeah, we are.
Listen, AT&T, if you want to sponsor us anywhere down the line, I'll take it. I'll plug HBO. I'll plug John Oliver.
Again?
I'll plug Dumpster again.
We've talked about Game of Thrones a couple of times too.
Yeah.
On the other hand, my cell phone provider is T-Mobile. Come at me.
I have Straight Talk to
I
Walmart.
Sprint, but
come on.
Yeah,
listen, whoever gives us more money here, we're powerful.
But look, we can say AT&T's great because none of us know. So even if it's not, we're the perfect people to sponsor.
That's
it
true.
Straight Talk, I'll leave you behind.
Straight
You're
Talk,
shitty.
we'll get straight dropped. Boom. Yeah, that's right. I said it. Will I edit it out? Nope. I'm sticking to it.
You're making a stance here. We're anti-Straight Talk.
No, wait. No.
Do you think Allie's not. What if this came out?
Yeah, what if Straight Talk
and then your
on-
service got a lot worse the next day? They were like
It
aiming
couldn't
at
really
you.
get worse.
Oh! Fuck! Looks like we are coming for Straight Talk. Kakashi launches a summoning jutsu. So like new vocab term, everybody. Summoning jutsu.
Like Matrix. He's like...
You talk about the Matrix so much. It's
My
very
dad
funny.
would be so proud. I don't think I've ever seen the whole thing through. But
No, I've never seen The
Yeah,
Matrix.
It's really fucking good.
Randall, thanks, Dad, showed me like parts of it like obsessively when I was a kid. Like the spoon part, when there's like there is no spoon, and then the jump part and the cookie part. And it's so weird.
I know any of this
It makes me think of it. Like, everything makes me think of Matrix. So
Remember when
thanks,
they
Dad.
said when like Randall took so long in the bathroom because he was just hitting meth or something, like ninja drugs. So it's like I'm just imagining little tiny Allie, but like Allie's current head, but like with her like 4-year-old body, and just Randall off this ninja meth, going like, look at the scene of the Matrix.
Yeah, no.
look how
Randall
the
goes
spoon
in the
bends.
bathroom to hit Katra, and he comes out with his phone pulled up to the spoon scene, and then he starts throwing real spoons at Allie, and he's like, "Look it, they're not real. They're bending. They're bending." Allie, if you can bend a spoon, I'll stop throwing them at you.
Jill opens the door and he's like, oh no, substitution, it's just a bunch of fucking silverware that falls on the ground.
Sorry, Dad.
Jill opens the door, he throws a log at her. And then Allie's like, no, Mom, there's no log. Dad says there's no log.
There's no love.
Nothing's real.
Tell me if we made a competing insurance company named Gekken Gekkai. Like, what the fuck is it?
Kekkei Genkai?
We'll make mad money.
No one will be able to
No
pronounce
No,
it.
because
Yeah.
people will just think we're Geico.
That's pretty funny.
We'll just use all. It's like dumb Starbucks.
Like
Yeah.
dumb Starbucks,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's
Yeah.
just another plug.
Oh,
Watch
yeah.
Nathan For You.
On Hulu.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just like a real life thing that somebody.
That one's not by AT&T though, so maybe we should be careful. We
Don't watch it.
Yeah,
Well,
don't.
you can, but don't say that we
You know
make
how
it.
you, like I make ideas and you execute them really well?
Yeah.
We're like Key and Peele, but we're like Nathan For You.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That is so
Key and
awesome.
Peele.
Yeah, just to wrap it up
Keen
though,
for you.
do Google dumb Starbucks. I guess
It's
we
a
won't-
very
we won't say
interesting
anything
Watch
more.
the whole show. It's also
It's a great episode, yeah. Nathan
Yeah.
For You, it's very
Or
good.
just even what dumb Starbucks is, because it's like it happens
It's
in real
crazy,
life.
yeah.
I don't know.
Naruto's in it.
That's
false.
No,
All
but,
that's
right.
true.
but Naru, watch it.
Naru, watch it.
Naru
Yeah.
watched.
You
Dumb
can't
Starbucks.
tell, but one frame in the episode of Nathan For You
Is Naruto?
Is Naruto.
Just a-
He
You gotta
runs
watch
across.
closely, yeah.
Right.
watch
You can't
closely.
see it, but when Nathan's holding his phone, you can't see what's on his screen. He's definitely listening to the podcast.
Yeah.
If you blink, you miss the episode.
That's true. Nathan For You, while he's filming it, Nathan Fielder is always listening to NaruTalk. Now, I know
It
what you're
inspires
thinking.
him.
Not only is it not out on the day that we're recording this, nor was it out years before when he was recording that, it's not even out for several months after we record this. But it's true.
It's true.
I don't know how,
You
but it
can't
is
prove
true.
otherwise.
That's true. Because, you know, how, like, everything in the past could be a memory.
Exactly.
You can't prove that Nathan Fielder hasn't been listening to NaruTalk
Unless he
this whole
comes
time.
out, and which he'd have to acknowledge us, and then we win still.
That's true.
Yeah.
Even if he drops on Twitter, like, at NaruTalk Pod, I don't listen
Stop
to you.
talking to me. Like, you
I'll
guys
have
are
to leave a
weird.
5-star review. First of all, I don't listen to you. Second of all, people keep feeling my arm hair. And I'm sick of it.
For the past fucking 6 episodes, they do the same fucking trick once Naruto and fucking Sasuke did, where they throw a
the shuriken,
shuriken,
yeah.
and they're like, I was hiding under the shadow of the other shuriken.
right.
No matter how big the shuriken is, it could be the size of my fucking finger, and they're like, I hit 2 clones down there.
Right,
Could be the size of Martha.
It could be.
She's big.
Listen, Raj, I know you haven't seen the show. I don't want you to picture Martha wrong. She's a
relatively big tan dog.
She's yellow.
I imagine
That sounds like Old Yeller.
She is.
Yeah, she is.
Is she golden
She's
retriever?
got a really little round
She might
head.
be like a yellow lab or
Yeah,
something.
she's yellow lab.
Yeah.
All right. Typically, any dog that gets a TV show about it tends to be a yellow lab. Like Dog with a Blog.
Oh, yeah, that's a great
Wait,
show.
no, isn't Dog with a Blog like a black and white dog of some sort, of some variety?
No,
Yeah.
no,
No, it is.
Oh, did I make it up?
Wait.
Thought the dog was yellow. All right.
No,
That's
it's-
okay. That's okay.
It's
Or
like,
golden.
It's like a cow dog.
Martha Speaks would be.
Cow dog.
It looks like a
It
cow.
is. No, actually, I think you're right. But Martha Speaks would be a good show to make a podcast about because you could have it be like, we speak about Martha, or I don't know. Look, I'm not doing it. I'm just saying. I think you.
Dude,
Please stop this.
I mean,
whatever this is.
we can get Martha Speaks, we can get Martha Stewart and Snoop Dogg. They have a collab show. We
Yeah.
get Miley Flanagan.
Every famous Martha.
In theory,
How about that?
we should get Snoop Dogg for this podcast. We know he's
Dude,
friends with Miley.
yes.
We're friends with Miley.
He's 420 friendly.
He's 420 friendly. You're a little high right now.
Yeah, we're doing good, and like, wow, Snoop, please, dude, Big Time Rush, dude,
Big fan.
dude, come on, fucking, like, Big Time Rush got ran over by them, and he gave him a feature. You could run me over as
I
many
love
times as
that.
you want,
It's so
Snoop.
funny.
Yeah,
You
I'll
could
get rid of
just
it.
run me over. You don't even need to be on the pod. You could
If
run
we're
me
making a
over.
Martha Speaks
It'd be an
podcast,
honor.
I'll
It'd be an
run
honor, Snoop, to run me over with your weed band.
I think that Zabuza was a theater kid, and after he graduated art school, he couldn't find work because the Mizukage cut all of like the arts funding in the village.
Of course they
Took
did.
And
my
so
principal in
exactly.
middle
Well, I mean,
school.
yeah, all of our schools, I'm sure, had
Dude,
our
that
art
happened in
programs
Canada.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Well, that happens here now.
Yeah. And so Zabuza plans to do a coup d'état on the Mizukage so that he could have the arts programs supplant the football team.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah. And so all of this really is Zabuza's just a big fan of like Shakespeare and,
And
shit.
eels.
And
so.
eels, yes.
But just to clarify, I kind of generalized and said that eels are electric. Not all of them.
Oh, that's true.
They are
but
all
Not
visible.
all of them
They are
are
all
eels
visible.
either.
They are all visible.
Some are
they're
just
not all electric.
E, and some are just
Ols.
L's.
Yeah. Look, yeah, as an eel, you can be whatever you want. You can be visible.
Yeah.
You can be invisible.
I think you have to be visible.
Oh, you do have to be visible. And actually, Raj, I do want to loop back around. If you're an eel, you do actually have to be an eel. But you can be electric or non-electric.
It's true.
And
It's
ultimately,
up to you. It's not. It's,
yeah. And ultimately, that's what these 7 episodes have been about.
Listen, if-
eels can be electric or not. That's what it all means. God damn it. Anyways.
Believe it. We're
Yeah,
done.
if you're getting anything else out of this podcast,
Be safe.
you're
Have
wrong.
fun. Believe it.
I never realized how many people actually like oatmeal, truly,
Yeah.
until I
So
got to
great.
college, because I tried to make it once, and it ended up, because I don't drink milk because I'm allergic to it, so
Oh, yeah, right.
I used water, and
You're allergic to milk? You eat ice cream all the
no,
time.
no, I'm not lactose, it's just physical milk.
Oh, odd.
I don't know
okay.
why.
Allergies are wacky, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
about the preservatives?
That's crazy.
or
It's
something?
just it's just weird because like I was just like 14, I poured like raw oatmeal into water, and I was like,
Oh.
do something, like come on, like
That's certainly an interesting take on how to make
so I
oatmeal.
microwaved it for 10 minutes, and then I ate
Closer,
it,
closer.
and it was
Did you die?
strange.
Well, just so that everybody knows, this is a podcast about Naruto, not making oatmeal, so take our Naruto advice. Do not take our oatmeal making advice.
I can tell you how to make oatmeal. I won't because it'll take a while. But
Yeah.
not like
Because
that.
I don't fuck around with how to make oatmeal.
It's a whole process.
Look, if you want another hour and 15 minutes to the podcast, we'll do it for the
Sub to the
Patreon stream.
Patreon. Allie's oatmeal corner.
Like we watched
Because-
this video last night on every way to cook an egg. I can do every way to cook oatmeal, which is one, but it'll be just as long.
Do you use milk?
Hey, save it for the oatmeal corner.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
I make it in
we
water
get
and then
Allie
I
on
add
the
milk
wood
after.
stove.
Okay, that's fair. I hate when people only use water, though.
It's gross.
Yeah.
Ooh, I
Taking
only
a
use
hard
water.
anti-water
No
stance
offense,
to
Raj, I'm
oatmeal.
Yeah, I only use
I
water.
add milk
Ouch.
after.
It's creamier. It's creamier if you use
Yeah,
milk.
but first off, no.
No,
and
yes.
Yeah.
I think it's perfectly fine with that water.
It's
no, but
fine,
it's
but it's
creamier.
creamier.
All right,
No,
give
okay,
us a
look,
5-star
no,
review
look.
and tell us your opinion on
No,
oatmeal.
it comes down to like, you know when Kakashi was in the like Zabuza's water,
And it was thicker.
It was thicker.
Yes,
Oh,
and
he
it's
probably had milk in
creamier.
it.
And
Yeah,
you added
absolutely.
milk to
Zabuza
it.
added a little bit of milk. So in a way, Naruto has taught us about oatmeal.
Because Zabuza's a health and fitness freak, and oatmeal's a really good meal. That explains why he didn't say anything when the dogs were there and he was explaining his backstory. He's
Yeah.
eating oatmeal the whole time.
Yeah, that's what he's got under those bandages. Because we've seen his mouth. It's like he's got weird teeth,
he
but it's
opens it like a cartoon and
'Cause
pours
he's
it
a
down his fucking bandages.
yeah, he's got a little bit of oatmeal in there at all times, and he's just sort of.
That's what I would do.
Interesting.
I mean, they're running around. They gotta fuel up. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
Oatmeal's
carbs
good
are
for
good.
you, yeah.
Yeah, you're not gonna eat a protein bar bar on
That's
the field.
why Haku can do the jutsus with one hand.
Because the other hand's eating oatmeal. Yeah.
That's true.
Castigating is like just, yelling at somebody for something.
Ooh, why did you
You
need that
really
word?
ripped out the old ancient thesaurus for that one.
Yeah.
Why did you need that word?
Because
Why
I
didn't you just
say,
yell?
I say scold a lot. I say condemn a lot.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, I'll switch it up a little bit. I'll see if
little
anyone
crazy,
notices the
huh?
word
What is it again?
castigate.
Castigate.
Yeah. Yes. And that is just what Naruto does.
When
to
King
Zabuza.
Arthur wrote the Bible there and then, he also made the thesaurus right next to the round table.
Oh, yeah.
Like all the the knights of the round table who were a little upset that day, the ones who were being a little bitch.
Uh-huh.
They wrote the thesaurus.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're the ones like, oh, we wanted to write on the Bible. The Black
You
Knight got
think-
to write about Jesus.
Wait, you think that the Knights of the Round Table were the ones who wrote the Bible?
Yes,
Definitely.
Actually, let's take a second.
I was hoping,
That's true.
I was hoping somebody would point out that that's a bizarre misunderstanding.
I was
dude.
thinking about Jeff, but
Look,
like,
it's
yeah.
all just a giant projection of the Round Knights, That's why.
That's true, actually.
Like the Black Knight, dude, straight up, he's in everything. He's in Monty Python.
Jesus.
He's Jesus.
Who do you think the disciples are?
Well, some shirtless vegan kids who run around campus who play in the blizzard naked.
So I don't think Raj has read the Bible.
That's all right. You don't
May
have
have been
to.
evident by my skin color or
But-
my origin or race
yeah.
or anything.
No, you-
anything.
I haven't
Okay.
either of those.
Wait,
Yeah.
first off, you really, really, really don't have to have read the Bible. But second of all, I think it's just common knowledge that King Arthur had nothing to do with the Bible.
No, I didn't know
not.
this.
But maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe this is a learning
Emma's
for
hard
me.
white superior race. thing
Emma's
is coming out.
realizing, it looks like most of the world thinks that King Arthur wrote the Bible.
There was a Thanksgiving in the
I
last
can't
summer.
wait till
King Arthur sponsor us.
Emma goes.
King Arthur sponsor us.
Or Jesus, whatever.
When Emma goes and she starts her own little talk show about the Bible and stuff, but she always has a little headband around the Bible.
You think I'm gonna have
Naruto
a
headband.
podcast about the Bible?
You definitely
Only two
are.
things matter in this world: Jesus and Naruto headbands.
The voice is so
Where did that voice come from? Why did I become that
Deep
mad?
I
within.
want
That
make
was
that
from
your
Deep Within.
That was from deep within, yes.
make that your default voice, please.
That's the voice I do on my second podcast, Talking Bible.
Talking Bible with Eli English and Liam
Yes.
English.
Eli's my little brother, podcast listener. Shout out Eli. Believe it, Eli. Anyways.
Believe it, Eli.
yeah.
Shout out
Woo.
Battlefront 2 on the PS2.
Oh yeah, Eli does play that a lot. But yeah, Eli and I have a side Bible podcast. We just sit.
Side Bible pod. Dude, that branding's there.
Bible.
Dude, be like, you can buy our official side Bible to keep it on your side at all times.
Yeah.
Jesus will be with you.
You know how
Yeah.
Kakashi? You know how Kakashi pops that scroll out of his breast pocket?
No, Kakashi
You
carries
pop a Bible.
fucking make out paradise on it.
Oh yeah.
What if it's just the Bible the whole time?
Oh, well, there's already Pocket Bible, but you need to have some form of, not
Side
copyright
Bible.
issue,
Yeah,
but
oh,
like
yeah.
no,
still.
if you look like a nice leather book cover with like
Not small enough to fit in your
Liam's like
pocket.
really handsome face in the front and Eli in the top, like watching
Like the sun in Teletubbies?
yes, like the sun.
my gosh.
So I was thinking more of like Mufasa to like Simba.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, then Liam would be up there because he's okay. So Liam's this fading giant son who's like, Eli, the whole realm where the Bible touched is yours.
The whole realm for the
So,
Bible.
the Middle East you can't really go to because Allah got that one. But this
Raj
one,
has that.
He called dibs on that.
yeah, he's really poetic. All of his years of being in the dark and not being accepted into art school, he's reading Shakespeare.
He's read a lot of
This is
plays.
Oh my
it.
gosh, wait. Not being accepted into art school is how Hitler
Hitler.
started.
Oh yeah.
Sabuza, Hitler.
Sounds like all bad guys are started from not getting into art school. Don't Google that.
Good thing we got
honestly,
in.
That'll fall apart immediately.
Good thing
but-
we got it. Yeah, we're fine.
Yeah. Otherwise, who
No
knows?
Hitler
Because
here.
you're blonde and have blue eyes. Who knows what could have happened?
Zabuza and Haku are buried above the land of waves, with Zabuza's massive blade marking the burial
So
site.
cool.
course,
There's also
yeah.
a cross.
Also two
too.
crosses, yes.
Yeah,
I-
interesting.
Yeah.
Which means Jesus and King Arthur are canon.
Arkin.
They were there.
I'm not sure about that. I think it's just a thing. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, and everybody automatically associates the cross sticking out of the ground
But,
of a mound of dirt
I mean,
as
they
a grave.
crucified
Kaiser. Yeah, Kaiser
yeah.
was crucified as well. Remember?
So-
Right. Well,
So just because-
crucifixion is a
So
thing
this
in
might be
itself.
like a little
Exactly.
after Jesus went through the whole crucifixion thing. Like just
Yes, everybody knows in the
After
year.
King Arthur was crucified.
yeah.
Yes, after the Knights era of the world, there was the Ninja era of the world.
We don't really talk about it often because history's decided on the winners.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And
Well, everyone's on the wrong side of
and
history.
Gun beats Kunai any day.
yes, ultimately, that's the last episode of Naruto is Gun beating
George
Kunai.
Washington
It's the,
pulls up.
it's the Revolutionary War, obviously.
Yes, the Revolutionary War was actually between George Washington and Kakashi.
It all happened very fast. There was
Yeah, it was very
Knights
fast.
of the Round Table, and then suddenly.
Yeah, Kakashi was doing some fucking handjutsu, and fucking George Washington pulls out a Glock, and he's like, I don't think so, bitch.
Kakashi tries to explain his backstory to Washington, and he just shoots him midway.
I doth not think it so, Kakashi.
He's like,
But
this
Washington's
dude's
actually
talking.
Shakespeare, and it just gets so confusing.
Fucking Kakashi tries to do that electric shit, and Ben Franklin comes over with a kite, fucking pulling it out of that.
Oh my god.
Neutralizes his fucking.
Everybody's always been like, oh, Ben Franklin didn't really invent electricity. What if it was Kakashi?
Constitution
Boom.
Jutsu,
And
bro.
the eels.
Constitution or the eels, yes. I was thinking, because this sets a precedent. You know, this is our first end to an arc. I should have some sort of arc rating system, but I didn't think about this before literally this moment. Out of 5
But we don't know what to compare it to.
Yeah.
bowls of ramen,
How many bowls of ramen is this?
how many?
Well, I don't know how to compare it.
You don't have to compare it to anything. You know?
If
Oh,
your
like
level,
just
just
my-
a level,
Compared
of,
like
to
a
Emma's
TV
laundry
show?
basket,
Okay, so
a level of enjoyment from like, just how would you enjoy it? If you
Like-
were to sit down.
okay, on a scale of spoiled milk to a fresh bowl of Ichiraku
Okay.
ramen. Raw milk
so
to a
those
bowl of
I
ramen.
get to pick one of those?
No.
How many
Anything
kunais?
in between. Just make it up.
Well, like,
I don't care.
in terms of how would I watch this over watching literally anything in the entire world?
No, just your level of enjoyment. How would you rate your enjoyment level?
I don't know how to rate
On a
it.
scale of like 1 to 10.
It
what
was
would
just
you
why
give
this
it?
is all kind of shit
But no,
together, so-
I'm not putting on a scale of 1 to 10 so that you don't have to. You don't have to have another arc to compare it to.
But then, if it's spoiled milk to ramen, I have to pick either spoiled milk or I don't know what's in between.
Normal
I
milk.
think all of the foods.
All the foods?
Well, any foods in the transition.
How about this? I really enjoyed my time. I don't know what to tell you.
I'm gonna say, a bowl of mediocre ramen.
Mediocre.
Thank you.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't. Because as much as like, especially during these last 3 episodes, like I was taken aback. I went, wow, this show's really good.
Yeah. But there were times where I was like, not another one.
Right, and
Like
at the
last
same time,
week.
like as much as it was totally redeeming, you also that's not sustainable.
Yes.
You know.
What's the name of the brand of the square ramen things that you got?
Top ramen?
Top ramen.
Yeah, maybe. That I think that it's like a bowl of that. You
There
know?
was some instant ramen.
I
I had
can't-
some instant ramen.
Right.
Yeah.
I can't eat 2 in a row.
No.
Look, I don't
but
know.
one, the chili ramen, which is vegan,
Yeah.
it's wonderful once in a
Yeah,
while.
but there's 4 episodes in there that I fucking hate.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, obviously if you eat that much ramen, it's gonna be bland for 4 days straight, which I've done before. But it's just, I think the first like few episodes set the precedent. Like when like Naruto's tied up and Sasuke feeds him food, that's adorable.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Yeah.
that.
And then like they do this whole training shit
Right,
first.
there were
Yeah.
19 episodes.
Yeah.
4 out of 19 isn't bad, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one thing about it, like the ending was really strong,
Yeah.
and the beginning was super strong.
Yeah.
The middle, you know, it's kind of like a roller coaster. You know, the setup was there,
That's true.
and it was all like
Liam doesn't like
scary,
roller
scary,
coasters.
scary. Dude, no, I cried on Nitro when I was like 12. Trust me, I hate roller coasters.
This is a good roll.
Hey, but it's good that we're on the ramen side and not the milk side.
That's true.
yeah.
That-
So
yeah.
overall,
Considering 2
I
of you
give
are
it-
vegan, it's definitely good to not be on the milk side.
Yeah.
overall, I give it a solid 4 ramen bowls out of 5 ramen bowls.
Okay, yeah, definitely.
Different system, but that's cool.
Honestly, it's fine.
Ramen bowl over spoiled.
I feel like
milk
it's
any
good to
day.
have a rating system. I don't care if it's consistent. I don't care if everyone understands it.
All right.
Ooh boy, that was I knocked the microphone. That was so much remembering that I that my brain hurts.
Maybe boomers were right. Maybe when we put the phones down, we can use all of our brain power.
Wow, yeah, I never even realized that social media was more like anti-social
Anti-social
media
media.
all along.
Have we tried hitting the buttons at all?
On this
the elevator, yeah.
No.
Okay, so now we're in the dark. Let's try locating them. And then it's just,
Okay, I'm fumbling.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
I
Whoa.
think I'm gonna go this way.
Is that okay?
Ow! Wall.
whoa.
Wall. Okay.
Did you find the buttons?
I'm feeling around. I think I did. I'm gonna hit it.
Anything?
No.
Oh, damn it. Well, all right. Well, listen. I'm starting to get a little scared in here.
This
you know,
is terrifying.
It's spooking me.
Yeah.
And I wish that people would reach out in this time of hardship. You know.
Exactly.
And there's so many ways to get in touch with us. You know.
Just the best ways.
Are you kidding me? You can go to Gmail, email us at narutalkpod@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Yeah. On Facebook, we're NaruTalk, the Naruto Show podcast.
Oh my God.
You know, YouTube is NaruTalk Pod. Instagram and Twitter, we're at NaruTalk Pod. I look for hashtags like NaruTalk like all the time. Except now, obviously, our phones don't have signal as we've
Yeah.
established.
So if we're alive, we'll look for them.
Elevator, yeah, and our website, you know, narutalk.wordpress.com, and of course, you know, being in an elevator, it's
scary.
Yeah, it's scary, and also this is time that we're not making money. We're not pushing product.
We're not doing anything.
Yeah.
This is a downtime for us.
It's going to be a financial hardship when we get out of this elevator.
The Great Depression's only waiting for us up there.
That's right. Yeah, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
The Great Depression 2 probably,
Great Depression 2.
Yeah, Electric Boogaloo. back in the house. The Great Depression 3D.
Great Depression in IMAX.
Oh, IMAX, the best way to see movies like The Great Depression and Joker.
I'm glad you're thinking of Joker too. But anyway, if you want to help us fund Great Depression in IMAX, we're gonna need money. And to give us money,
you go to patreon.com/NaruTalkPod. And really you can give us even as low as just $1 a month, and you help put food on the table.
You do.
Help
two boys get out of a scary situation.
Out of a terrifying elevator. That's right. And for only $2, you get into our Discord where there are all sorts of fun people and fun shenanigans.
Some wacky people
happening, and we're all in there. That's the thing.
Always in there.
So it's like having our private phone numbers, except not that.
Yeah. I talk to people when I'm in class, when I'm recording the podcast. Literally.
It's true.
Yeah.
And you give us little updates. You're like, yo, guess what's happening right now?
Guys, I'm high as fuck right now, and I gotta tell you something.
Yeah, sometimes Raj scares me in there if both of us are high.
Yeah.
Really
one time
scary.
I sent random lasers in the Discord and freaked him out.
It was terrifying. Yeah, but and then $5, you get a special shout out on an episode of the podcast, and you get to listen to our Rio Radio episodes. There's one probably out now or around now about our favorite things from 2019.
We don't know what's happening in the outside world.
Yeah,
we're stuck in
exactly, because of this elevator. But if I was
how
on
many
this
world
elevator,
wars have we been through?
Dude,
oh my god!
At this bloody rate, with this bloody,
and then this climate,
in this campaign, with this 2020 election, bloody 3 world wars or something.
Did we dodge the draft being in this elevator?
Yeah, we're draft dodging right now.
We are now running from the police.
Yeah,
so
please nobody show.
Please fund us to get out of here.
Yeah, fund us to get out of here.
Fuck the police.
Yeah, and so you can listen to those bonus episodes at the $5 tier, and at the $10 tier you get a shout out every episode. I'm in this elevator. I feel like I almost feel like I'm back in November 2019.
It takes me back.
Yeah, and for whatever reason I'm stuck there in my head, just mentally, because of all the memories.
All the memories in there.
Yeah, and I can only think of our earliest patrons, Nina Kelly and Dave Mata.
Oh, wait. The light's back on.
Oh my gosh! What? It's the magic of them being such amazing.
Oh my god! Wait, no, it's flickering. No,
come back!
No.
Dave Mata, Nina Kelly, no! Yeah, all right.
Damn
well,
it.
so we're still stuck in the dark, unfortunately. But the good news.
There's more $10 patrons.
That's
and
right.
With even more $1 patrons.
Then the lights will keep coming on.
And then eventually the elevator will go back up.
Yeah, please donate to the Patreon and
save us.
Or just write in any of those places that I mentioned before, and there's links below. And basically, usually we read out your little reader responses or whatever at the end of an episode, but we can't get those.
We cannot.
Because of the elevator. Like, subscribe, rate, whatever you do, whatever you are, wherever you are. Or whatever you are, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't judge. We don't discriminate.
Exactly.
We're stuck in the elevator here. It's your world. We're just living in it. We're stuck in it, really.
Yeah, yeah, but you can leave us a 5-star review in the podcast app, and that's great for our analytics, probably. Mm-hmm. And we always read out a 5-star review,
except for now,
right?
Because we're stuck.
Yeah, but sometimes people leave 5-star reviews and don't leave a comment, so I'll just say I'm reading those out right now.
Well, and the thing is, any 5-star review left after we escape this elevator,
we'll read out. Even if it's negative.
And the thing is, we're expecting quality here.
That's
folks.
right.
We've been trapped in here for so long. We've been here since November.
Yeah, this is gonna lift our spirits when we
come on, bring some of January into our November lives.
Yeah, because our minds are stuck there. Help us get back into the present.
Help us get back to the present.
You know what I'm saying?
Like Captain America. Bring us there.
Get us into that endgame shit. But
take us to the endgame.
Yeah. Anyways, big thanks to Glenn Federico and Ali Caruso who do art for us. Glenn makes our logo. Ali makes our episode art.
Great art.
And I don't know, man. We're still stuck in this elevator, and the lights are still freaking off.
I'm freaking out so bad.
Well, now I'm thinking, what was the character development here? Like, what was our arc in this episode? You know. I'm just like the only thing that's changed. I feel like broader picture is that now instead of Allie and Emma, we host with Katie and Morgan.
Yeah.
And now I just thought for so long about Allie and Emma way back in the way back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I kind of want to remember some of those great times we had with Morgan and Katie too.
And they've brought us so much joy recently and so many wonderful moments.
That's right. So maybe if we're still here next week, we can remember and talk about all those good times that we had with Katie and Morgan.
Oh, dude, they just to keep us sane, just to keep us going, to know that up there at the top of this elevator.
It's Katie and Morgan there to make even more good memories.
They're probably waiting for us.
So let's next week have an episode that's us remembering some highlights from the early Katie and Morgan episodes.
Yeah.
I think that would be good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're out there listening, that'll be next week, and then who knows? We'll probably get out of the elevator after that. I would guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. Right now, I'm just sort of looking at it in each.
This is a pretty dark view right now.
Yeah, exactly.
We're not really looking at anything.
But I believe that the week after next, we'll get out of this elevator.
Hopefully.
I definitely hope so. But until then, thank you everybody so much for listening. And as always,
be safe, have fun, believe it. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna yell, Raj, I have to pee. I said, no, we can't pee. So we're gonna get out. Okay, so I'm gonna try to do this from a distance. Right, okay. So just yell it.
Raj, I have to pee.
You gotta do it like I really gotta pee.
Okay. Raj, I really gotta pee.
I told you, don't fucking pee, bro. Do not fucking pee in here. I swear to God.
Alright, cool.